see, the thing with Capricorns, Ahmad is a different individual. What I see with a Capricorn,
In the sense of,
Capricorns are, to me, they're stubborn, difficult people to get along with. They just are.
Yeah.
And then you transform into the Aquarius. I believe Steve's an Aquarius. So he's in the middle. He's in the middle of Aquarius.
what's after that? What's after that?
That deal.
That deal.
Man, look.
No,
This
be.
nigga went from phobic,
Nah,
homophobic
let me
to astrology.
let me go to Let me go to this phobia. All right, so it's kind of sad that you can't voice your opinion in terms of what you're into, how you feel about something, your opinion. All right, when we talk about homosexuality, all right, when we talk about the
What you mean?
Hey, no. Stop himself.
This nigga scared.
This nigga scared.
it's just that when you go into that realm, you are going to be ostracized, and so that means your opinion isn't going to be heard. All right, because your opinion doesn't matter because you're canceled out.
Is that because it doesn't match the status quo, or does it match, or is
We
it
just
because
cha-
it's just that extreme?
No, in my opinion, it doesn't match the status quo of right now. Right now is you have a lot of, and it still goes back to the black community. You still have a lot of people that are raised by single mothers, and it's kind of like mothers can't take the place of fathers. You know what I'm saying? My mama let me do whatever I wanted to do in life. My father would not.
It's
I
on the
didn't
table.
have it.
It's on the table. What dad would let you? What did Ma let you do that dad would let you do?
She'll let me stay home from school. She'll let me do everything around the house and not do nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I love this though. Keep going.
You do, Javen. Like, of course you do, Javen. It's
And
family ties.
but no. But I never did it because it wasn't acceptable to pops. No, you have to go to school. You have to do what you're supposed to do. That's the balance between mom and dad.
And that's what I was about to say. So, just that influence right there, you know what I'm saying? Because if I'm correct, around this time, dad worked nights. You know what I'm saying? But whenever he would get time in, this or that or whatever, and that was your man.
But I think but the thing is
Somebody got the family
we're
ties.
going into a family thing. Yeah, it's no.
These niggas-
All I'm trying to
No, in
say
the
is
sense of
all
having
I'm
a
trying to
man
say-
in the house.
I'm looking
in the
yes.
sense of what you're.
Yeah,
in
a man
same
in the
breath of what
house
you're saying.
changes things
You know
for
what
the
I'm
most
saying?
part, in my
and
opinion.
And even in that small amount of time, you know what I'm saying? Dad was working nights, but when he is available, that's your influence to make sure that you are mirroring a certain understanding.
Doing what
Y'all don't got each other phone numbers?
No, you absolutely correct.
Y'all need to call each other.
No, you absolutely
Clearly, you motherfuckers don't talk.
No, we
Y'all need to talk.
Group
Y'all need to talk more.
We do talk. We do.
Yeah,
I didn't want to get into that conversation. Steve.
One person did. What I'm saying is,
I don't want to get in that conversation. But when we come to
Let's
phobia,
call each other.
it's the
That's what I'm
same.
saying, call each other.
It's the
Hey, it's
same.
Sunday. After this, go to your mama's house.
It's
Go by.
She didn't cook.
it's the same thing in phobia. You know what I'm saying?
Going back to phobia.
Because you wanted me to start off with phobia.
But you didn't. You went to your...
No, I started off talking about phobia.
Hey, look, Chuck, let me ask you one quick question. Can you disagree with something and still respect it?
Hell yeah.
Like what?
So I think,
No, talk shit.
yeah, nigga, like just exactly what you're talking about with homosexuality. Is there a space for that?
Yeah, there has to be tolerance. You have to be tolerant. You don't treat anybody inhumane because you don't agree with what they're doing.
But I think that's what gets lost in the disagreements. Like
Yeah,
when people
right.
are saying, like so when we brought up the Wayne Wade and I say, like, does the apple fall far from the tree and da-da-da-da-da, and it's like, ooh, I don't know what to say. It's like, I respect it, but I do feel that, you know, his father influenced him or this and da-da-da-da. But that don't mean I disrespect
The whole culture,
him,
community,
the person,
yeah.
the transition, the this, that, like, that's for each his own. Like, we all agree with that.
Okay.
But I think
It's more so an observation, a verbal observation. You know what I'm saying? Than
or it's
actual-
to his point of saying, like, it's not. It got shit to do with the kid. I think.
Right.
I think it's more to what he's saying. And when I grew up, there was no space for me to be gay. My father would not allow me to da 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 da. So now we're looking, and we're old, and we're parents, and we're looking like, yeah, your son might have da 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 da, but how are you accepting it? How are you as the parent saying cool? Because it's like we've all seen gay children. We've all seen children that are that have opposite tendencies. Right. So they are a boy. They may be a boy that have feminine tendencies or a girl that has boy tendencies. But even if everybody around it sees it, the parents don't accept it. You know what I'm saying? The parents are usually the last one.
I feel you.
But even if they
that
do
side.
accept it, like them two parents laying in the bed could be like, hey, you think Sally's gay? Like, but when they outside and they, hosting and we in the backyard, and if somebody else said, I punch you in the face. Like, I might know that, but so it's now to have a conversation that you and your wife have in the bed that is like, now it's like, nah, I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind posting or like, even if you caught your son, dressed up in your wife's clothes,
Right.
you don't post that picture. You know what I'm saying? You don't take the picture.
Yeah, it used to be
It's
something.
like
It was something
to
unsaid.
take the picture and then post the picture. I think is what black people are talking about.
Yeah, it was something
It's not so
unsaid.
much to have. Right. It's like everybody's had the gay uncle, the gay cousin, the gay family member, and it's always been unspoken. And I'm not saying, and I understand that reduces them to a minimal spot.
It
Like you know what I'm
does.
saying? And then I'm not saying that the unspoken and we don't speak about that. But I think I think as parents, we need to wait. Just the same way that your child at 12 loves tennis and at 14 loves basketball. We need to wait to see if this is
How this develops out.
right. So it's like it's not the first time you do it. Be like, oh look, my son's wearing heels. He gay. Like it's like okay, he's been doing this for 5 years. Now he's comfortable in it. I've accepted it. The family's accepted it. Let's post it. But to do it on like what I'm saying, as he's still trying to figure it out, I think pushes him to be like, well, you said you were a girl, so you can't come back in 4 years and say you're not because. Was you lying then or you lying now? You know what I'm saying? And it's like I'm not even 18 yet. Now we going back to what we said later.
Didn't Magic take the opposite approach early on? If I remember correctly,
know.
I thought that they were
I think
not
he's rewriting
him and,
history.
What was he?
Nah, with his son,
No, what was he?
Magic Johnson Jr.
What was Magic Johnson Sr.?
Oh, all right. You were saying, Chuck?
I'm like,
They do what you do. All right? So I saw my father drink liquor and smoke cigarettes. Hello. Here we are. And here we are 40 years later.
I mean,
and I drink
Tiger
liquor.
was out there fucking.
I said, Chug, why are you
So
smoking?
the apple don't fall far from the tree. That's what I'm saying. So here's the other part. We can do that. And that's the thing. Like we can apply a rule to everything, and then when it's insensitive, remove that rule. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's insensitive. If we say
Yeah,
that the
'cause
apple
it's-
don't fall far
but
from the
no,
tree on everything
but-
else, and then when we go to the gay shit, we be like, you can't do that.
Because there's
You
so
can't do
many-
that.
but there's
Why
so
we do that
many-
with other shit you can't necessarily do.
Because
But there's so
you
many
He don't
can't-
drink liquor because his
there's-
father drank liquor.
But there's so many circumstances
Bullshit.
where the opposite happens. You know what I'm
Bullshit.
saying? More like
I
you know
know
what I'm
it's
saying?
true,
There's
but we can't. The science don't say that. That's what I'm saying. So the same thing when you say, well, gayness comes from, like if they saw gay when they was little, you'd be like, nah, he was born this way. That's the argument of whether you're born that way or is
Yeah, because there's-
That's
nature
not
versus
what
nurture.
that is not what I'm arguing, for the record.
So nature versus nurture. When I'm saying we apply the rule nature versus nurture in the sense of we say they did it because their parents do it. A lot of things we apply that to isn't scientific. That we just say that, like it's understood. Like his parents did that, he did. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like art. Like he could be an artist and be able to draw and be like his daddy could draw.
No, I
That
feel
ain't
like he-
scientific that
like
you
he
can
just,
pass
I know,
that.
like he
But-
just
but-
did,
but-
like he
so-
just did with Magic.
So that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
What I'm just saying.
We can do it, but we can do it one way. We can't do it the
But
other.
what I'm saying,
What
but
was-
what I'm saying is,
right now.
it is worked out because it's plenty of people that the same type of household that Chuck was growing up in that no, they're totally the opposite way.
True.
But
You see what I'm saying? Like
I agree.
that's the argument against where it's not concrete. It's
No,
not.
it's not. It's not.
It's
It's
so
not. That's-
yeah.
that's
It's
what
so
he-
it's so
that's what I'm
nuanced.
saying.
So
Yeah.
mine used to say to me and dude, like, I don't want you drinking. I don't want you drinking because that's in your blood. That's in your DNA.
Right.
And we're fine.
And I think that is
we're okay,
scientific that
but-
drinking is hereditary.
Okay.
But here's
So
the
how
other-
is
but-
one?
all-
How is
all the
one? How
substances.
is one? You know what I'm saying? You
Just
can
all
talk
the
to
all
me.
the all the substances are to a
But
certain
here's the
extent.
thing: in 20, 30 years, how do we don't know that gay is a substance, or you got more chemicals of this in your body than that make? So that would be a substance, right? You know what I'm saying? Like it's the same thing. If you overload it with this substance,
Hey,
then
Steve.
I mean, if you
See,
believe
this
if you believe in the evolution, like they talk about with animals, that you can't make everything a house pet, that it would say generations and generations, generations, hey, make thing a house pet, so you can
domesticate it.
domesticate it. You know what I'm saying? And like,
you make
it-
frogs gay.
This is my point. This is my point. And every species that I actually observed, there was male and female.
Why'd you do that, dog?
That's scientific.
There was male and female reproducing. All right.
As long as you've been alive, is that how you
As
started?
long as I've been alive,
that's the only reason
you-
you're
you-
alive.
blip in history.
you
like,
can't. Yeah,
as
you
long as I've
can't.
been alive, let
You
me tell you.
can't have
As long as anybody's been
two of the
alive.
same creating
That
anything.
works. That's how it works.
Okay, that's how it works.
That's a rule. Yeah.
Except
You can't
for-
have two women having a
That's
child. You can't have two men
They're
having a
working on it.
child.
They're working on it.
The fact of the
See
matter,
me over here like
no, but they still didn't
You got to
create
say the
it.
date of this podcast. 'cause
No, that's
you
not-
won't be listening.
No, I know it.
No,
I
I'm
know it.
ready to
Chuck.
go.
Chuck,
I'm ready. Y'all get me ready to go. Because no matter
go, let's
what,
go.
no matter what they working on, if they
I didn't mean to hit that.
if they trying to clone, then they trying to clone. The fact of the matter is that two women can't create a child. The fact of the matter is two men can't create a child. No, it
Yep.
would have to be some scientific lab juice.
Got it. But here's the thing. Like in your last, and like you said, in your time on this earth, expounding, can you say never?
I'll say never.
You saying that it'll never?
Never.
But
I'll say
I know-
Mother
I'm saying-
Nature.
I want to agree with that.
Mother Nature is undefeated.
I want
in the sense of
I want to agree
one-to-one.
with you.
In the sense of one-to-one, no help, one-to-one. Because they will find a way to.
Yeah,
He's
I
saying
think they'll
without,
lie. I think
he's
they'll
saying,
rewrite the
he's
rules.
saying without that.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
He's saying
One-to-one,
without
no
that.
nothing,
Oh no.
one-to-one.
Science.
He's saying without doing that.
Evolution's
Yeah.
gonna
That's
say,
what he's saying. Yeah.
I don't
To
think it'll-
evolve, I'm gonna have to do this.
No,
this,
he's
this,
saying ain't no
It'll
without
naturally
the
happen.
yeah, it ain't
It'll
no
never
naturally.
naturally-
You're
I
right.
agree.
That's what he.
And that's-
Ain't no
do you-
evolution. Ain't no
think
way that
science
we
can
gonna
do it?
evolve to a point where that happens.
Do you
Basically,
think?
what he's
No,
saying.
I don't think.
Science
I don't think we will evolve there either. But do you
Science
think
won't do it.
science can do it?
Science is gonna do it.
Science can create. Yeah, they can clone.
Okay, so even given that,
Science gonna-
given what you're saying, nature is under human mother
Mother Nature's undefeated.
Mother Nature's undefeated.
Tornadoes,
We
earthquakes.
right. Okay,
Hurricanes.
got it. I get all of that. What I'm saying is, so given that, when science does it, do you call that a human? Do you accept it as a human?
I don't.
And okay, going from there, you don't. Is that based on because of your age and because you saw before that? But people born after that, do you think we put them on the,
Yes, I think.
like going forward as a government?
Yes.
If you're the
Yeah.
government of U.S., are they citizens or are you gonna be? Is another box for them
No,
on our
they're
thing?
citizens.
Okay.
They're
Especially
citizens.
if
If
they
they
so-
flesh and blood.
How they not a human then if they flesh and blood?
Right. I'm just. That's it to him. He said to him.
That's a good point.
No, I'm saying to your
No,
point.
I get you.
You say to you they're not because of how they were conceived.
Were conceived.
But I mean, what's different from that than artificial insemination of anything else? You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
so-
the idea is more so it's kind of
Or
fucking with
test
your
tubes.
idea of morality of how things actually should go.
That plays a
You know
role.
what I'm saying?
Yes.
Men should not have babies, and there should be no reason why anybody won't surgically or scientifically want that to happen.
it's like-
so if it did to you, that's not a human. It's still a human. It's coming from flesh and blood. It's
But that's the
coming from-
difference between like scientifically. If you're scientifically going to take two men or two women, that means that one of those two are going to have to create the opposite side.
I agree.
Somehow,
Yeah.
and you're only going to be able to do that scientifically. That's different from like a test tube baby, anything like
only
you know what I'm saying.
honestly,
Anything like that.
the
That's
only way
a
that
whole
could
different
ever
thing.
actually happen is if it was just one of the genders on this planet for about 1,000 years, and evolution said to keep going some way somehow.
But would it still be?
would
But would it still
evolve
be?
to
Would
that.
it still be a human?
Unless there's still a man or a woman.
But then
it's
what I'm
not
saying
gonna-
is, would it
that's
still
just not
would it
gonna
still
go
be a
naturally
human then?
like that.
Wouldn't it be something like it may
No, but
evolve
you're
into
still a
something?
human.
If you
Unless you
no,
change,
you're a
you still
human.
a
You're a
human.
human if you have human
Yeah,
characteristics.
you still a
No,
human.
but
If
what
you
I'm
have
saying
emotions,
is that
I'm
science would kind of tell you that if you developing something like that and taking away, well, human reproduction is going to develop and slowly develop. So you're less and less people. If you take less and less of anything around, it changes how said
You can be a
whatever
human
develops.
and in turn to what? Homo something else. Not Homo sapien, not Homo superior, Homo something else. But yet still the human
We're here to survive.
first side is that. You know what I'm saying?
We're here to
See,
survive.
I was going science
And I'm
fiction.
just going on this. No, I'm going off straight science, how evolution works. Like, if you're there, your understanding is to keep surviving,
Yes.
to keep your understanding surviving. Doesn't matter. The one thing that was right about those stupid ass Jurassic Park movies was that
They made it. They
they're
made it
gonna
happen.
find a way.
They made it happen.
Evolution will find a way to continue to keep evolving, to stay alive.
So you think
They
that
will find a way.
do you legitimately
That's-
think that
that's science.
birds are the only ancestors of
Of
the-
dinosaurs?
Yeah.
No, you got iguanas, you got
No,
crocodiles, you
they
got
said
alligators.
they link
Nope.
those to other animals.
They're
I'm
not,
just saying.
Let me
they're
ask
not
y'all a
gonna
question.
fool me on that.
No, I'm just saying that was the scientific argument that it's only birds.
If roles was reversed, blacks and whites, if whites were
I
black,
love white people.
I do too, Chuck. I do too, Chuck.
No one asked you.
You know what? to circle back to what he said, that's the baseline. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's the other
Title of
thing.
the pod.
That's why I love white people, because you know what you can and can't achieve. You know what I'm saying? Like Madison Cawthorn, that dude, that the Republican dude, he was super conservative.
And they came with the pistol.
Well, before that, he was dressed in women's
dressed in women's
lingerie
clothes,
and all
yeah,
this
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
All right, so now he got caught at the airport
At the
for
airport
a
with a
second time.
pistol.
But it's just like white people. It's like when you go to court and they be like, "Yeah, we locking you away." You could be like, "But, there's another case." You know what I'm saying? Like y'all
And,
don't.
and
you know what I'm
he's
saying?
in a wheelchair too.
Yeah.
So see,
No, that
you know what? You know
No,
what?
so what I want to ask about black and white. What I want to
to
ask about black
No,
and white.
but it's
And you
no,
know, I
Not-
work with
Javen,
participants,
it's not-
children.
Javen.
We run that. we
Where is he
run
from?
that
South
on
Carolina?
No,
he from South Carolina, right?
or was it West Virginia? It was.
Both of them
somewhere
sound the
in the
same to
South.
me. As a nigga from Chicago, I'm like,
Jay,
none of this sound the
look at how
same.
he looks. Abercrombie and Fitch, and like, come on, like
Did y'all see that documentary? All right, we
No.
get into
Oh,
that.
Abercrombie and
Yeah,
Fitch.
we get
No,
into
you
that later.
told me about
Yeah, we
it,
get into
but
that later.
no.
No. But I want to ask you, Chuck.
Yes, sir.
Blacks and whites, roles reversed. Do you think blacks oppress whites like that, or whites have oppressed blacks?
Roles reversed. I think of.
You
black
think
people-
whites would be in the position we are in right now?
Yes.
We would treat them like they treating us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fact.
Go around the
Period.
room. Go around the room. What y'all think?
I think we were treating them worse.
You on some Terry Crews shit? Okay. All right. Well,
I'm just answering your question.
no, I got it. That's but what he said. He made a tweet that he had to apologize. He didn't have to.
He didn't have to.
He did it years later. What you say, Amaya?
No, but he was canceled for that. He was canceled for that.
Goes
No,
back
no,
to
no,
what you
no.
were saying
If
about his
whoever's in
opinion to
power,
whatever.
Amaya, what did you say?
yeah,
You think we?
Yes.
So everybody
same,
agree.
yes,
same.
Okay. All right. So he was canceled for that. Go ahead.
He's canceled for that. But the fact, this is the shit.
So his apology is the repercussion of him being canceled or him not being
Period.
able
No,
to work.
no. His apology is because he was canceled.
Okay.
He felt he.
Y'all
meant-
agree with that? Everybody
he
agree?
meant that shit. What did he say?
What did he say?
Well, he said
this
that.
is-
I know what he said. I'm
This
saying
one,
what
George.
he
This
said.
one, George Floyd. Bring up the look for
Oh
the
no,
Terry Crews.
that George Floyd
When the
comment.
George Floyd, he said that
can
what y'all
own
doing right
Yeah,
now,
he can-
y'all becoming white
he can
supremacists.
say
If
that.
y'all hate black, if y'all
can
hate white people, like
he was saying, he was saying y'all coming black supremacy.
yeah.
Yeah,
He
he
can
like
say
at
that.
this point, the way y'all
He
coming at
can
white
say
people
that.
is like,
Nobody asked that nigga to actually say none
The
of that
fact
shit.
of the
look it up.
matter is,
Hold on,
so
Jack.
that he's speaking his opinion.
Speak
and
to who? Speak your opinion to the people who are around you. If you put the shit in public, you get judged by the public.
You know what was asked of me? And I was a shorty. I was a shorty.
An asshole. Go ahead.
No. I was in my early 20s,
Mm.
and how I would say, I was tripping about how white folks was treating me in the military, and I said blah blah blah. She said, "Oh, okay, B, you ain't never had a black person do wrong to you." I said yes. She said, on the flip side, you ain't never had a white man, he was good to you? I said yes. She said, so you can't,
So what you tripping?
so you can't,
We had this.
you cannot just dictate how somebody's gonna act. They're acting because they can. The black person treated me bad because they could. The white person's treating me bad because they could. They're giving me a play. They're giving me throwing me a bone because they can. They're in a position of power. The fact of the matter is, in this situation is, it doesn't seem to me that black folks are trying to obtain any type of power because power is in numbers, organization. Hey, build your resources,
I agree.
consolidate your resources,
I don't vote.
and you'll be okay.
Can I ask you a
They're not
question?
gonna do
Wait,
that.
wait,
Let me
can I-
rebut
They're not
that.
gonna do
Let
that.
me-
They're not gonna do that.
let me-
They're not gonna do that. And it's our fault because we grew up
Hold on,
in a
don't just say it, don't just
generation.
say it. Amara, you going next. What I'm saying is this: to the point that you're saying, an old black person told me this. No matter how much you like white people, and this was at a job that I had. I know white people good to you. They do da. No matter how much you like them, you got to ask yourself this: if we was in slavery days, and them good white people was hiding you, and them people came and knocked on the door, would they give you up to save for the betterment of their hood? Would they have their house ransacked and go through all of that shit? So I know you good right now, but when the shit gets rough and they knock on the door and they got to give you up, will they give you up? Don't answer the question. Just think about it and hold that in your head like a feather in your hat when you proceed with these white people. And that always stuck with me. Like, I don't know what she saw, because for me, and like we new age, right? So we'd be like, yeah, white people cool. I don't like, but they older and they seen a different demon in white people that be like, we see shit that we be like, hey, cool, that motherfucker cool. But they see some shit that be like, hey, look, remember this. If the shit goes, you're the first, you're expendable. And so don't never forget that. Go ahead, Amar, you had a question.
Quick question. Anytime in the history of the world, how has anyone obtained power?
By force.
Taking it.
Numbers.
Money and violence. I don't care how organized you are. If you ain't got money and violence, it don't matter.
But you can't do violence.
You can
do
be
violence successfully without numbers.
No, I know. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, even in points we get organized, we tend not to want to be militant. We have to be militant. You're not going to get power
See, that's why
without that, because no one in this world gives power. You have to take it.
I was gonna.
So if you want it, you have to take it.
To both of y'all, I was gonna. When Chuck was talking about, and you talk about organizing this and that, I saw some families like, you know, we talk about activists and this and that. You know what an activist is? Somebody going on Twitter right now. You know what I'm saying? They're going on a rant. Activists go to jail.
I agree.
Activists go to jail. Activists put their freedom, they put their livelihood on the chopping board for the better cause.
But
We are too individualized
I agree.
as a generation.
Yeah.
As a generation, this is how we help fail what we do not like about the little ones coming up now. We failed these people because we were so much more about us. How
But we
this
were
or
taught
that
Get
benefits,
yours.
just get yours.
Go to school.
As long as you
Don't
do
worry
this,
about the
get
rest of the
yours.
world.
Hey,
Do
fuck
what you
that.
need to do.
Da-da-da-da. So if you breed a whole generation that way, what you think they're gonna come out and they're not nurturing?
So, I get yours. No, all of that has to deal with slavery. People didn't have nothing, okay? You go down to Mississippi, you go down, if y'all went down to the South in the 80s and the 90s, hey, you recognize that these folks was poor. They are a direct reflection of slavery. The problem is, in my opinion, is that white folks was poor too. But look how many of them
Banded together.
gained wealth as a result of slavery.
I agree.
How many of them gained wealth as a result of the status quo at that time, and now you're capping when you say, well, black folks shouldn't be in the position that they're in because the times have changed. No, this is bullshit.
Well, see, on the flip side, let's do history.
Wait, before
No,
not to cut you off. Just the Terry Crews quote is defeating white supremacy with white people creates black. Wait, defeating white supremacy without white people creates black supremacy. Equality is the truth.
Go ahead.
No.
You agree with that? Okay.
I don't see nothing.
Okay. Go ahead. Stop. Go say what you had to say.
Hey, at the same time, you was talking about, we understand, and we always learn the history of poor black people, right? There were many places in this country outside of Black Wall Street. There were many places in Charlotte and on the East Coast where black people were wealthy and successful and banking and doing things. You gotta understand, We were systematically taken out, and you have to understand anytime, and it literally, and when I say systematically taken out, Chug, I mean literally, just hey, we're gonna literally wipe you all out and literally kill you.
I think all black people understand that point, but. Go ahead. I got a question I want to ask, but go ahead. Go, say something.
Okay, so in the 1920s and the 30s, when these black folks was being prosperous, don't tell me that they didn't look down on poor blacks.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. That's
but that's what money does.
No, that's
in the world.
Money does that.
I disagree with that.
You
Give me 5 seconds.
Go ahead.
Just 5 seconds. Just 5 seconds.
Go ahead.
Money is built around fences. Are built around money. When you build a fence, it's because you got money.
5 seconds.
Go ahead.
5 seconds.
Go ahead.
This is what my man. I ain't gonna mention his name. He said everybody be talking about, hey, I got to get mine. There's no room at the top. There's room at the top for everybody. There's plenty at the top for everybody.
Sure. How did we get here? Wealthy Africans sold other Africans.
Right.
No, what I'm saying is you were saying it's slavery. Fam, it goes pre-slavery. It goes before that. It is inherent. That's how this world works. That's how the world works.
I agree with that.
It ain't just that's the way of this world. That's how it is.
What I was trying to say, Ahmad, in terms of that was the state of black folks in America.
Yeah.
No, you couldn't. Don't act like I'm gonna be on your level when I couldn't be. You know what I'm saying? You get these degrees. You get all.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not just.
Matter.
And what I'm saying is, it's take it out of black people in America. It don't matter where you go in this world. It's rich versus poor. It always has been and always will be. That's how it is. I don't care what color you are. You can go anywhere in this world. People look just like other people, and what do? Hate on the poor. But that's any race.
But bro, I would still have to disagree with you because you get a rich black man and a rich white man, and who has the power? Better not say no rich black man. Period. You better. I want you to say it. Say it then. Say it then.
Say what?
Say it then. Say it's
what?
equal.
For a rich black man and a rich white woman? I mean,
are they money the same?
They money the same.
All right, whose money the same?
Hey, Bob Johnson, BT billionaire.
No, if their money is literally equal.
I'm talking about.
You said black man and a white man.
Yeah, if their money is billion, we talking billionaires. If their money is equal.
Bob Johnson, Michael Jordan.
We all know the answer to that.
What I'm saying is he didn't answer.
We know the answer. And he don't got to denigrate us like that. But let me ask you this. Here's the thing. If a black man is as rich as a white woman, who wins?
Black man.
White woman.
No, that's
the argument.
This is still the world.
White woman.
Who got their voting rights first?
No. Hey,
who got their voting rights first?
Y'all just talking about
Obama against Hillary.
You're just talking about this country.
This is
right?
America,
Yeah.
and they are not about to elect no damn woman as the president.
Time out.
You just
You talking about the president.
No,
that's not what he said.
Before, they both ran against each other.
No, that's not what you said. What did you say?
A rich black man versus a rich white woman.
In what aspect?
Period. The
White
same
woman.
aspect.
The only thing that he's not going to win in, the only thing she's not going to win in is president of the United States.
A position of power, Javen.
That's the only thing you can
No,
do
that's
once you got the money.
Power,
once you got the money, that's the only thing left.
Respect,
I got the money.
Right?
The only
money, power, respect. How you living, right? Hey, money, power, respect. Money, power, respect. Hey, no, they laid it down. They laid it down.
Hello?
I'm saying. Hello? What happened? No, I hear what you're saying. I'm saying overall.
That's who was called.
Was the president, these old white men, nah, fuck that. I get that shit to this mulatto before I would this woman.
This white woman, my white queen.
I don't give a fuck what type of woman she is.
They will hang you from a tree. No, they'll hang you from a tree if you mess with this white woman.
Yes.
However,
she can't do that.
There's left and right limits.
It's understanding.
And you were just talking about this country, right?
Other than that,
I love this country. America,
no, I'm saying when you were saying that versus the who and this and with the money, because right, you just talking about. Okay.
Other than that, though, Chuck, give me a understanding where those two things are on the table, and this is gonna go 51 over the 49.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Ahmad was saying something to the effect of, "Hey, if you have equal money, you have equal rights."
No, I
And
ain't
I'm
say
saying-
equal rights. I
well-
said, but when you talk about, here's the thing.
Give it to
I'll
me.
break it down to you, right? How many black billionaires in the U.S.? We just know.
Couple, I don't know. We don't know. No,
It's more than that. It's more than that.
Who
It's a lot,
knows?
and that's my point. You
knows?
don't know.
I
You
don't.
don't know. You don't know them all,
Don't.
and that's my point, because they're operating. And if you when you got that kind of money, you can move okay out here.
No, you
And
can't.
all right, if you're in the
you can't.
let me explain something to you. If you're in the entertainment industry and you out here flaunting your shit, yeah, okay. There are black billionaires who are moving out here and ain't flaunting shit, and they are okay.
Pills Cosby was not flaunting nothing until he
Again,
ran
you're
his
talking
mouth.
about someone in the entertainment
He's
industry.
got almost
That ain't-
probably
them-
$1
them ain't the
billion
only-
dollars.
But them ain't the only billionaires. There are billionaires besides people in it, and that's what's fucked up.
Bob Johnson.
Because that's an entertainment industry. I'm talking about there are black
That's the
people.
only way we get money is when we tap dance, man.
That's not true.
Okay, so how do we acquire these businesses, Ahmad?
There's a couple of them who have got it through
Smith,
investment.
Smith.
There are a few.
Who's Smith?
There are a few. There are a few of them
Rod
who have
Smith.
got it through
Who's that?
investment.
Rob
Who's
Smith.
that? Who's that?
He's the one who paid for everybody's graduation.
Okay, what did he do in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Huh?
But he's not in the entertainment industry.
Hey, okay,
That's all I
fine.
said.
Okay.
Dog,
What did
that's
he
all
do?
I
He
said,
entertained
dog.
somebody.
He entertains.
Believe that shit.
Why
Bobby,
you
he
giving
Bobby
me
Schmurdered
smoke,
on the
dog?
table.
I'm just going by the law.
Look, Chuck, let me explain something to you. Is the same way of getting up the chain is the same way as it's equal? No.
This nigga looking like a.
But there's a certain level
Alright,
you
we gonna
get to.
change this.
Chuck, you have to understand there's a certain
Please,
level you can get
producer.
to where whether
I
you
keep
black,
bringing it
white, don't matter. It's how your money
They
is.
talking.
It's if you stay in your place.
That's anybody in that space.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
What you
Yeah, it
mean?
is.
Well, let me explain.
Okay,
What
so
you mean?
a $600 million President Barack Obama can't do the same thing as a $600 million President Trump. I saw this country.
You're right. You're talking about politics. Yeah. I'm just strictly talking about.
What do we
It
have
ain't
when we
everything
talk
is
about
politics.
when we
No,
talk
no,
about
fine.
this
No,
amount
no,
of money?
Chuck, let me say
You're
something.
not about to
Let me,
get
let
all
me,
this
no,
money without
Chuck,
politicking.
that it. Let me. You're talking about politics, and they. All right, man.
Same
It-
thing, though.
I will say
got a
this.
call. We
I
got
will
a
say
call.
this. It's not as much money. There's more people out there who are getting.
Hello.
Just outside of that industry. There are, but you can't broadcast it for exactly why you're saying. You have to move back there, and that's what I'm saying. I said that you gotta
Hello.
be back here in the cut in the corner, and that's not staying in position. It's just understanding.
Which one of these work?
Your position.
This
But
one,
that's
that one.
anybody.
The
In that,
Daryl.
the same thing goes. The same thing goes for the Asian who step in that space.
Yo.
Same thing.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I
Yeah.
can now.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
What's going on, brothers?
Can't call it.
What you had a topic, man, you wanted to talk about, man. We got the good brother Chug here, man. This is
I was just watching y'all stuff y'all was talking about. You know, Chug was saying something about slavery and how stuff really kind of has, I guess you can say, come from that, man. I was just talking to Javen
Yesterday. Yeah.
about the black family, man, and just, you know, people claim they want equality, man, but that don't really seem to be it. I think people want a power shift.
Power,
People
baby.
way more interested in power and privilege than they are in equality.
Power, baby.
And I was just telling them that that's what it seemed like when they come to, and black men kind of at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to that type of thinking, because, you know, that's what people have been used to being shown, that's what everything that's portrayed kind of, you know, shows everybody. And I feel like people take on to that, you know, people want to lean on or act the way that they feel like people with privilege act. And that's why we'll have some black men and some black women talking to other black people the same way, like they don't understand the struggle, because now they feel like they've gotten to a place, or they're trying to get to a place to disassociate themselves with the group of people that, you know, don't have that power and don't have that privilege and pretty.
let me ask you a question, Daryl. You well, first let me ask you, what do you think the solution to that is?
Honestly, I don't know if there's a solution that is something that, you know, you can cast a wide net over. I think it's per individual. I think you find some people, or you find somebody, or you find a group of people that are like-minded,
Like-minded,
have that mindset, or at least try to help to elevate each other. And then, the more groups of people you get like that together, the more you can chunk it down. But trying to cast a wide net is running rampant right now, right? So everything you see in the media, everything you hear on the radio, everything is about what you can have and what you can gain, or everything you see is, what you can get away with and what you are able to, the type of life basically that you're able to live with power and privilege. So that's what everybody want to chase.
Hey, Daryl.
What's going on?
I'm about to ask you a question. And this is a very risky question, but it's to me, it's 100. My main man, Bill Cosby, has allegations, and he was convicted of rape. All right? Rape.
Right.
And so my main man, Ahmad, is talking about if you are in a certain economic status, if you have the amount of money, you are pretty much an equal. Do you really feel as if the white rich men in America didn't do the same things that he did? I look.
Daryl, that's not what I said.
No,
We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about it, Daryl.
That's not what I said.
you said.
I said a man. I said a person
No, now be
outside.
clear.
I said a person outside of the entertainment field that has billions of dollars can operate in a different space.
He did say
And
that.
at that point in time, it's about money. When you're
did
talking
say
about
that.
anybody in the entertainment field,
did say
sport,
that. That's why I
anything,
brought up
anybody on the
Smith,
cover of
because he's
anything.
outside the genre.
If
He's
you're
right.
talking about them people,
That's
they're in a
what
different
made me
space. But if
answer
you're
that.
talking about
He's
people who are getting billions
he's
of dollars
not.
behind, yeah, that's what I
That
said.
Smith dude, no, I didn't say that you just.
No,
that
that's
Smith
what I said.
dude is not outside of the entertainment realm. He came to the college and broadcasted that I'm paying for everybody's scholarship. That was entertainment. That is clout
I'm talking
building.
about as far as
He's
where you
entertain.
coming
He's not
from.
entertainment because
He's
we don't
not-
even know
he's
his
not-
first name.
Yeah, Robert. I want to say it's Robert.
That's what I was saying.
He didn't come from anything like singing, dancing, movies, this or that or whatever. He came from have a way he got his bills. You know what I'm saying? But he did extend this. If you want to say it's clout chasing when he actually said and put it in the media or whatever, that's cool. But is that really the same thing on what you're arguing?
Yeah.
Because I understand your argument, but to sit there and say that just doesn't happen at all, it's kind of, I mean.
No, all I was saying is just you get to is climbing the ladder this equal? No, it never will be. You know what I'm saying? It never
I
will
always
be.
thought you climbing how you gotta climb it because there ain't no real ladder like that.
But at the same look, let me give you an example. The same thing, right? Plenty of rappers who are underground rappers, right, can go overseas and sell billions of records and get money overseas, but they can't
They
get the
don't
same
want that
money here.
They don't want that money, right? I agree. I'm with you.
So you just discounted the whole entertainment aspect of getting money.
No.
That's how we've
I didn't.
always gotten.
I was talking about something different at that point in time. Shut up.
But that's how we've always gotten money in America. It's entertaining folks.
I was no.
With tap dancing. Who them twins that tap dance? Who's my baby girl? Josephine Baker. They entertain people. Those were the richest black people at that time.
But she had to go to London.
How else?
Not here.
How
At all.
else? But how else did they get money?
Do you know?
We have one avenue of getting money.
Do you know
either working for somebody?
Do you know
or
anybody who was on Black Wall Street? Because they were making millions of dollars on Black Wall Street. Do you know anybody? The name of anybody? Anybody?
I can't name anybody
And
on
that's the
Black
point.
Wall
What I'm
Street.
saying, what I'm
bombed.
saying is, they're not going to tell you that you're not going to get that history. That's what I'm saying. In the same right, we can't sit here and roll off billionaires who are in business in this country because you can't do that. You can't be out here. Anyway, but
So
it's not
Amon,
the same thing that you're saying where you got to get in a place and stay in place. It's not really that. It's not really that. It really isn't that.
I honestly think we rocking right now. I honestly think that this is a
good time.
beautiful thing, because the fact of the matter is, we talk about Black Wall Street. How many of those was it? What we do as black folks is we get in a position and we make sure that we there. We are there. I am that man, and you all are my peons. It ain't no uplifting. Y'all are my peons.
But so think about that. All right, so even to what Joel was saying, like the destruction of the black family, and he was saying that he was saying that he think it's an individual thing. The solution is he don't think it's an overall thing that you can cast on everybody. I agree with that, but that's the same thing that you get with Black Wall Street, and you get a couple of like-minded individuals that say, hey, we gonna do this, we gonna buy the block, we gonna do X, Y, and Z, we gonna, you know what I'm saying? But that becomes separation, right? You know what I'm saying? It's the age-old thing with black people, right? Booker T, W.B. Du Bois, right? Do we do it by ourselves, or do we integrate ourselves with the white people? Which one are you?
We always go with the Hampton alum. We always go with Booker T.
This nigga.
All right? Because Booker T had the formula.
So
Hey, stay away. Hold on. Give me 10 seconds.
I like
Stay-
Chuck's loyalty. He went back to the
I like his
loyalty.
University
I like
all
his
day.
loyalty.
you like Duke,
I like
Duke
that
too.
shit.
You like
know
Duke.
what I'm saying?
You
Can I
like
shake your hand?
Duke over North Carolina.
Hey,
Which one are you?
Hey.
You seem like a
No, it's typically North Carolina over
like
Duke.
typical.
Always.
All right?
He said typically.
Because the fact of the
Why
matter,
the fuck is wait? It's not always.
That's like a Green Bay fan saying.
Yeah.
Typically Green Bay.
So where's
No.
the change? No, where's the change come?
the change comes when it comes. So the change
What the
comes.
fuck?
No, because the change.
Dr. Umar.
Okay.
What the fuck you mean?
The change comes in what the Civil Rights Act. The change comes when all of these black folks was Republicans. All of these white folks was Democrats. After the Civil Rights Act, they switched.
We said North
No,
Carolina
no,
and
no.
Duke, and you said it depends.
No, because it all depends on if it changes.
Duke ain't changing. You hear
How
this
you
shit?
know?
Do you hear this shit?
No, how you know? No. Did you think that? Do you? Everybody know that white folks was Democrats?
born by the river
Okay. but I,
in a little tent.
yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It changed faces, but it's the same body.
Oh. Man, what?
I'm about to explain it to you. How in the world?
No, you're right there.
said you had an hour, man.
Sit down. We record.
Like,
No. You don't gotta do that. I didn't ask you to do
No,
that.
don't do that. Just sit down.
No,
Grab that.
no,
Lift it
Grab
up.
that.
Fix that for him before you leave,
No,
please.
ma, we
Stop
was
being
getting,
an asshole.
we was
dog.
getting it. No, we was
Shit.
getting it. We scored.
Shit. See, this
It's
is what happens
good.
when
He
you
good.
don't know.
Amar got it. Amar got it.
Now go ahead.
so-
Say what you got to say, man. And look, you off the jump. Nobody sees you. Let's go. Because it's a long time coming.
No.
but I
Just fix the mic. Like you had yours.
Change gon' come.
Yeah,
Change ain't gonna come.
Oh, yes, it will.
No, it won't. We tried that. We tried that. We tried all of that.
You don't hear Sam?
Sam was preaching.
You don't hear Sam?
I hear him. No. Everybody talk this black power stuff, but don't nobody had no black power. Hey, when it come to a contractor, and I
sound
want
like Steve.
and I want to go to a black contractor, and then they'll tell somebody,
Full
hey,
circle, nigga.
I'll be
We on
there,
their ass.
I'll be there Thursday at 3, and then 3 come, and then you be like, well, nah, I'll be there at 3:30.
That's how they let you do it?
Then I'll be there at 4 o'clock. But it's still it's still that sense of why did you go outside your race when everybody else don't go outside their race? No.
I'm telling your life right now.
No, I'm telling my
I
life.
still gotta work with these people, so I ain't.
No, I love
He's like, I know they listening.
Every time they come and do work, I be like, hey, listen to the pod,
I've seen
man.
Mexicans only work with Mexicans. I've seen Polish people only work with
that
Polish
Polish was
people.
slow. Polish.
So, because he's about to hit you with the bullshit.
No, I was not.
Yes, you were.
I don't use racial slurs. So I've seen Asian Americans work with Asian Americans.
Yes.
What I don't see is black folks work with black folks, and it's always in my opinion, it's always some type of.
Well, some will argue.
I can't rock with him because he think. Or a lot of times it's like I don't necessarily want him to.
But do you
Like,
think it's
prosper like that.
But do you think it's because of what we're doing right now? Do you think that we put them on blast too much? Do you think that no? So what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is, have you heard a Mexican talk bad about Mexican workers?
Yes.
Have you? Okay. Have you heard?
Hell yeah.
Other, so,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I've heard them. Yes.
I haven't.
I
I've never heard them
I have.
do that.
But they don't stop.
It's not like
they
that.
don't quit.
Let me ask y'all
They
something.
find
Let me
somebody.
ask y'all something.
Find somebody that can do it. What I'm trying to say is, I don't find anybody that can do it.
Let me ask y'all something. Do y'all think
They busy.
Y'all
They
think
doing it. They got 10 projects, and I
Okay.
want to get with your project
I
for
agree.
2 days, and I want to hold you.
All right.
Go to
Nah,
2
that's
months.
not
Flip
what
the other side. I'm talking about the contract. Do you hear other Mexicans talk about other Mexicans?
I had. Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
Oh,
talking
you
about
talking
the-
about their work?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. That's what I was saying.
I think it's more so of a classism in, because I have worked in construction. The classism in the black community, construction workers, you know what I'm saying, skilled laborers.
Yeah,
and
we'd be
this,
proud to be a part of union
you
or
know what I'm
something.
saying?
Any type of collective.
To the opposite of what's actually going on in a sense. Like, you go and find your man and go and do this, don't like what he got going or whatever. Of course, brother gonna come in and be like, yeah, whatever. Because now that's more work. We still gotta be salesmen on our own job, because this is independent type of work. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we're not,
like you said,
not here. And I don't really think that we as black folk really pay attention to that aspect of it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. So I want to say that
You still got to sell yourself.
So
and
do
sell your
you
work
think
and
other
understand.
cultures rely more on word of mouth, like in the sense of like we got to sell ourselves, but like say in like Mexican, Spanish culture or any other culture, right? That's impoverished like us, right? So like when they wife or somebody might be sitting around and they friends is like, and they like, man, my husband can do that. Where do you think black women do that as much, or just the surrounding people, sisters and all of that, to be
I
like,
don't know now.
you know, my brother
I don't
can do
know
that.
now.
I think
don't
so.
know now.
I think so.
You think
I don't know
so? You
now,
think
but
that's
I have
across
heard
all
that.
cultures?
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. I don't know
Be
now
like
as
somebody-
much.
you
but
think that's
yeah.
the type of person?
It's the
Me and Chuck have both
disappointment.
have
It's
heard
the
that.
disappointment
Like,
when
yes.
it doesn't come to fruition.
Correct.
It's the
like, I put you
disappointment.
Okay,
on.
so let me
I
ask you that.
put
Do you
on
think
something.
black people build it up more than what it is? Whereas like you know, where I'm saying like other cultures would just be like, hey, call my brother. Where we'd be like, no, my brother can do this better than anybody.
No.
You gotta do this.
You know what? Alternate line of
So you
thought.
don't think it's
Alternate line of
go ahead,
thought.
go ahead.
I think we disappoint each other more than other coaches do. We disappoint each other more.
But do you
If
think-
I'm putting Chuck
I'm saying, do you think the bar is
hold on.
higher? That's what
no,
I'm asking.
I do
No.
not. I
Okay.
think it's a baseline bar. Chuck, I need you to
Expectations.
do the
Do the
work.
work.
I need you to go
Do it.
over here at 10 a.m.
That's it.
and do what
Nigga, I know you're saying
and
you
do
preach
what
the choir.
you
Look
do.
that way, nigga.
That's it.
And
I'm
Chuck comes at 12 and leaves at 2 of what I put on. No, and I think we
Let me tell you
do that
something. I had a family
and we
member
do
charge
that-
us
we
by
do-
the hour.
What?
Here's the thing. Him and his guy came through. They family. And nobody else that we had work for us has billed us to be like by the hour.
By the hour,
$22, $25 by the hour.
They want union?
And this is family.
ain't
Family. Bro, this is what I'm saying. And to get there for the contractor, the real electric, this is family that say I can do it, which we know as a general contractor he could do. He got a little bit of knowledge and everything, but is not an expert in anything. So when the expert comes in, when we tired of paying by the
He
hour,
seeing this, and he like,
you're
what
never
is
supposed to
this
connect that to that, and that
fuck?
can't do that to that to that. Like, his shit was unplugged. He can't hear shit. That's why his whole shit ain't work. Oh, yeah, man. Y'all can't hear me? This nigga just left. Like, we not recording.
No, he did because he saw himself on the.
This nigga's shy as shit. Like, this nigga fuck with his shirt on. This is you one of them niggas. This nigga is shy. Like, you just stick your dick through the boxes, huh? This nigga, I don't want you to see nothing.
It's pretty gay, Chuck.
No, I just told
I
y'all.
mean, it's pretty gay, but
I
I'm
got a
saying,
camera.
that's pretty
I
gay.
don't need no camera.
I'm just saying.
Just
that's
need your
pretty-
voice.
Yeah, you just
And
need,
name.
it's like the Wiz.
Yeah, but
Hey,
look at our production now. Look at that.
I picked it
It's
already.
an empty
He like,
seat.
oh, I want to do that. Well, the cat will
It's
jump up
empty
there.
You guys can do things that I can't do. I'm still a slave.
Can we? You don't think Javen is a slave?
No.
But that's another black
Crazy
trait.
as hell.
Like, we always be super, like, afraid of everything. I think we...
No, we slave. I just said I was a slave.
But I'm saying, I think that's the other point I wanted to make in the sense of fail fast, right? Like, white people will fail fast. They'll be heroin addicts and off of heroin by the 23, 24, 25, and they working a real job at 30, 34, 35.
But
Not saying all of them. But even to fail fast, they done started a business that done By the time you meet them and you enter business, you're working with them because they done had 2 failed businesses already. You like, this nigga got a little knowledge more than what I got.
White folks
And we
run this
both at 30.
country and we
Not
don't.
saying they don't, but I'm saying, we also handicap ourselves in that, in the sense of we don't jump off, right? So it's like, I'm shy. I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to do. But we look at things in the sense, and I'm not speaking to you. I'm saying in general. We will look at opportunities and see the negative in it before we see the positive. And like that goes back to what you're saying in the slavery and our whole pessimism versus optimism. So it's like we're always being like, man, we can't do that. We can't talk like other people talk. We can't da-da-da-da-da, versus trying to do it and then being like, getting in trouble for it. Like, who do you know got in trouble for it? That you can physically be like, my friend, I know somebody physically. Like, it's all reading people that got more money than you. You know what I'm saying? We're afraid of a tax bracket we not in. You know what I'm saying? You looking at somebody like, somebody that get canceled and you like, man, I can't do that. Nobody cares about you. Like people I be talking about, they be like, hey, don't call me on this line. Can you talk on this? And that, like, nigga, you buying a 3.5.
That should be so
you buying a
crazy.
3.5. Like, nobody is on your line.
No,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we
that's
gotta
not
stop.
true. That's not true.
Okay, so all right, so what I'm saying is, if it is true, tell me, who do you know that's been in your lifetime? We was talking about, like you said, in my lifetime, women and blah 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 blah. In your lifetime, how many of your friends and people that you know that you can physically touch that's physically in the Fed? How many people do you know?
None.
So what are we talking about?
No.
What are we afraid of? Like,
Okay.
how much money are we denying by being afraid of something we have never? It's a room. It's a
The whole
Get the fuck out of here.
No.
Like, we do this shit to ourselves, bro.
No,
Like, and then we want to blame them and be like, it's a white world. We can't do shit. You not trying.
So
trying to do what?
So you think
Whatever it is you think you can't do.
You think the
Whatever the
feds-
limitations
you
is,
think
it's
the
probably
feds
you.
give a
It ain't got
shit-
nothing about the
You think the
Fed.
feds give a shit about Steve's 3.5?
No.
This is his argument. We sit there and glorify something that you've never seen before.
Nah, you can't do that because they'll burn your ass
How
for that.
you know?
Who you know?
When that happened?
How many,
Tell me when that happened.
Even
Jack.
looking back now and going through the whole COVID shit and how much they did with infections and COVID that they didn't do with AIDS, and then we like, hey, okay, so how many people living through the 80s do you know physically that you could have touched that had AIDS?
None.
So was we? So was that really as crazy as it was?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But it's enough.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't.
I-
Not to
I-
say it wasn't.
I'm
but
not saying it wasn't.
But more so, it's enough to where.
But you didn't
to
physically
where
see it. It's like prayer. It's like
like
you should be a Christian because my mom was a Christian.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
No.
God gonna do this. Like, you haven't seen nobody get struck by lightning.
You guys,
You know what I'm saying?
you guys are on the whole. You know what I'm saying? You guys are
it's a
kind of.
local sun,
You guys
man.
are
I'm
kind
on
of
that
on some hippie shit right now.
I love it.
Yeah, that's why I said the local sun.
Kind of on some
Earth,
hippie
Earth
shit.
is flat.
Yeah,
all that
yeah.
shit.
It's like we shouldn't be doing
That's
this.
how you dismiss shit.
Give peace a chance.
Go ahead.
Throw up your peace sign.
Chuck, you hate peace.
No, peace
You're literally a soldier.
peace is
I'm confused.
peace is
You
not
hate peace.
reality, guys.
Okay, so
So why are you
hey,
saying-
what the fuck?
So I'll say give peace a chance, and meaning that's hippie shit.
Wow, okay,
Oh,
You
guys.
saying us.
Because again,
You motherfuckers.
right? Because you do not believe in that shit.
It's not gonna ever happen.
So you need to flip the
But you-
table or
but you
bring
gotta-
order?
Right, but you're gonna
Nah,
say
you bring order.
how you gonna do that, Chuck?
You gotta bring
That's in a
order.
How you
peaceful
gonna do
time.
it, Chuck?
You can only do
No,
that in a
it's
How you
peaceful
gonna do
time.
it, Chuck?
Don't know. Okay, let me give you my philosophy on this society.
Please.
I think everybody kind of understands that shit that happened back in the day ain't gonna happen no more.
Like what?
Just straight Jim Crow. Hey,
Okay.
this is a black
All right.
fountain, and this is a white fountain,
Okay.
and you better not drink
Yeah.
from the white fountain.
I'm with you.
That ain't gonna happen.
I'm with you. Go ahead.
Well, we gotta change up the game. All right, so these fountains. You know what? I'm not even gonna allow you in this space. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna allow you in the space because I already got my circle of executives. We handle this.
It's a new fountain.
You guys are, but
We, and that's, okay.
you guys are talking hippie to me.
No, I always say that.
Is
We-
that really
we're-
hippie? though?
I'm
I
telling
mean,
you, guys are talking hippie to me.
Okay, so let me I think that black people are reactionary instead of proactive
Proactive.
in the sense of this. Like you said, when once they take something away, that's what we want. And they're not even on that anymore. So what I'm saying is the same way that the civil rights and all, they looked at all, I always say that they looked at that shit, they study it in schools, they got professors that tell you, and they understand and pick that shit apart and understand why that shit worked and why civil disobedience and all that shit worked. And now we're sitting in a car that has no engine and no tires thinking it's going to go somewhere. Still trying to fight for that type of shit. So it's like, yeah, you want to, they say you can't drink from the same water fountains. But it's like, once you can drink from the water fountains, they don't give a fuck about them water fountains anymore. The water
Period.
fountains are over here.
That's-
So that's what I'm saying. We're
Period.
reacting it. So that's the same thing with the back to the book of TWB Du Bois in the sense of if like you could start your own shit and make them come to us like we did with hip hop, but then at some point we need validation from them. So we give it to them
No,
to say
you're gonna sell out.
but that's the same
Call it
thing.
what you want.
Call it what you want. It's the
Call
same
it
thing.
what it is.
Okay, call it what you want.
Selling
but-
out is your choice,
but-
not
No,
what they.
selling out is what you want to call whatever my decision
No, it's-
was.
It's
It is,
selling out.
'cause
Selling out.
I don't
Selling
think
out is
whatever-
your definition of
No,
success.
exactly.
If you're successful right now, you
Exactly.
can be the king of the
Yeah.
black people and be the blah 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 blah.
You can't
but
say that.
You can make more money if you do X, Y, and Z, and you're
Right.
like, you know what, this is not enough. I'm gonna go over here.
Exactly, so I could do it for
but that's
me.
What I'm saying.
Cool.
So we
that's
have
you
to,
calling
so,
me
but
a
that's what I'm saying.
sellout.
So
I
at the
did
same
what I had
time-
to do to get that bread.
Right. So you separated from everybody else, and you got more money than everybody
That
else.
made
Good
me a
job.
sellout?
If you called yourself having a culture of hip hop, all right, don't talk to me about hip hop. If you called yourself about having a culture of hip hop, and this is graffiti, breaking, and rapping, and then I got Macklemore,
and DJing, but
I got whatever.
you just gotta live
What
out
the
the other
fuck?
two.
Whatever.
Don't talk to me about hip hop. Leave out
Don't.
2/3.
Because I never lied. And you got Macklemore winning the Grammy for the best rap artist. So,
But that's accepting validation. See, that's again, you're looking for them for that don't matter. That's what to
hip
white
hop
people.
didn't matter
Here's the thing.
12 years prior to
That's the
Macklemore.
same as a. But here's
Did
the thing.
hip hop make the
It doesn't-
Grammys?
It doesn't matter. That's the.
Made
Hip hop made the Grammys.
It made the Grammys with Will Smith.
but okay,
Hip hop
okay.
made the
But look-
Grammy Awards.
Wait,
No.
y'all cutting me
Then
off.
what the fuck
Listen
you
what I'm
give a
saying.
fuck about
That's
it
the
for?
equivalent of
That's what he said.
white people sitting in the backyard talking about who's the best rapper.
Right.
Why the fuck do we want to be in the backyard to argue our point? We don't give a fuck. That's what the Grammys is. They all sit in their backyard and they be like, you know who the best black rapper is? I like this guy. I like this guy. And we like, no. Let us in the backyard so we can tell you who the best. Why the fuck we give a fuck? And that's the Booker T. W.B. Du Bois. You want to W.B. Du Bois want to be in the backyard so he can argue his point, and Booker T is like, fuck them and let them decide their own shit, and we can do our own. And we're still having that debate right now. Well, we fast forward 2016, we boycott the entire Oscars, only to come full force 6 years later to have
A black man smack another black
right.
man in his
But
face.
it's a big deal at the white party. You see what I'm saying? It's yes.
That's
Nigga,
what happened at the
if he
white
did that shit
party.
at the Source Awards, it wouldn't have got what it got.
Yes, I would have.
At the Source Awards, both of them wouldn't even been there for it to happen.
No, that's exactly what you just said. You guys are look. This is why you don't want individuals like me on your pod, man.
I do. You
Bec-
want to
because
explain yourself.
because
But
because
you're here.
I'm explaining. No, I just came here because I want to mess around. I want to play. I came to
All right,
play.
let's play with this. You saw the girl with the prom dresses, with the guns, right?
Yeah.
You saw what happened to her?
What happened to her?
Whew.
Okay, so you did see her in the purple, the girl with the
I
gun.
saw, yes.
Okay, so it was legal. Those guns were legal.
Okay.
She was an A student.
Okay.
Straight A student.
She
Okay.
lost everything.
Where's her father?
He was.
Oh, that's
He
not
was
the
in the
point.
pit.
At
no.
the hand,
Where's her father?
he spoke on it, but at the point, let me make the context for the listeners.
Let's go.
So what I'm saying is, she posed as a straight A student in prom pictures with a gun. Everybody seen it. It went viral.
I saw it.
Cool. Now, from that reaction, she had a scholarship to, I don't know the school, but
It was a couple of them.
it was all the scholarships was taken away. Everything, she was canceled for everything. So it was a big fallout.
Okay.
Do you think that was fair?
Yep.
Why when white
Because
people
you're
do it all the
stupid.
time?
Because you're stupid.
Why when white people do it all the
Because
time?
if you're an A student, why are you posing like you some rapper with guns instead of being like, yo, instead of putting up your T-shirt?
Did you see
Excuse me, no, you asked me.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Instead of putting up your T-shirt with the schools that you got accepted in.
Did you
No,
see the
this-
did you see the white girl rapping a little baby?
Yeah.
How did you feel about that?
It didn't matter to me. It didn't matter to me at all.
Was there a difference in your opinion?
Yes.
No fallout though.
They ain't guns.
She was at her prom
Legal,
school.
legal
Nothing counted.
guns?
You 17, 18, you can't, I don't
They
know.
not my weapons. They're not even in my hand.
No, I saw, maybe we ain't talking about the same picture. I saw a dude standing on her dress,
Right.
and she had gun and he had gun.
I didn't see any picture with her with a weapon. I saw him with a weapon.
No, I saw her with a weapon.
In her hand.
Yes.
Yeah, she did.
She did.
Yes.
I didn't
That's
see that.
totally different than rapping lyrics. To me. Maybe I'm just out of pocket. No, little girl.
Is she 18?
Can you have a? It all depends. Can you have a weapon at 18 where they are?
Yeah.
You sure?
If he had it,
No. Dad wasn't
Then-
there, man. I didn't see Dad.
Who the fuck was standing on the dress, Chuck?
Her prom date.
That nigga look old.
Nah,
I think that was up front.
no. We can say whatever we want
Let me see
to.
what you got.
No, you guys are.
No, I was going to.
Right.
How many white people do that every year, and it wasn't a thing.
But you're not white.
But you
I
can't
think
you
that's
can't do
kinda
that.
his point.
That's my point.
No.
That's my whole
This
point.
is my
What's the
point.
baseline? The baseline is white then.
Yes.
So you WE Du Bois, and you can't. You said Booker
No,
T,
I'm not
but you're showing WE Du Bois.
I'm understanding a person's position, man. Your position is you get for self. You don't try to do what they do. You ain't gonna win
But
doing
how-
what other people do.
But why are you comparing yourself to them then?
I'm not comparing
You
myself to
did. You
any-
said you can't if you're white. You said you can't because you're black and they're white. You can't do what they do.
I wouldn't want to do that.
But but I'm saying if circumstance happens to be, I don't know that I'm doing it because they're doing it. I'm saying if I do something and I'm brought up in a court of law and they're like, blah, these are the, and you like, I have case law to show that this, and they happen to be white. Like, so now we're showing to be like, so we can literally say, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm bringing up, these are circumstances. I'm not the first person to do this. So this has happened. And why am I getting canceled and these repercussions when we have tons of people that are doing this on a daily
Because you can't do what I do. That is the reality of the situation.
Right. Okay. I mean, it's,
You can't do what I do. I do what I want to do. You do what I tell you to do. The only way you're going to be able to do anything that you want to do is if you have the numbers, if you have the resources.
this is prom.
If you had a cool. And ain't none of them people went viral, in my opinion. I didn't see them. I saw that little black girl and that little black boy. And you saying she a straight A student
But
with
that's
a
the
lot of
same-
scholarship offers. Did they scholarships get taken away from them if they were A students? That's my point. You can't do what they do.
So that goes to my question: is it fair?
No. No, that's not fair.
That's all I'm asking.
No, that's not
That's
fair.
all I'm asking.
That's not fair.
all I'm asking.
That's not fair.
You can't fucking. You know what I'm saying?
But you guys are. I think we're trying to argue points with my stance on things. The expectation is the chosen people do chosen things. We're trying to compare ourselves to what other folks do.
Just to be clear, who's the chosen people? I just want to be clear. I mean, for context, if you say,
For context.
I mean, if you say a statement, I want to know which side of the gate, what's A and what's B.
For context.
Exactly.
Y'all off the chain, man. Y'all know who the original.
All right. So yeah, everybody's dead now. All right.
No, because
Which
it's like we argued,
I'm not even arguing.
we-
I'm trying to get context.
but you understand my context. I'm not gonna agree with what y'all talking about
This is
because
hypothetically.
y'all not really. You guys are just saying.
nigga-nario.
You guys are kind of saying. I'm trying to stick to a reality situation. You guys are kind of saying how things should be.
I didn't say that.
Booker T had it right when he said how things should be, in my opinion. Learn his trade, learn electrical, learn plumbing, learn masonry. I don't know if HVAC was even out, but I'm
But
sure
when
it
those people
was.
show up at your house, we're shitting on them.
They don't do it. They don't do the work.
So
So that's where you correct yourself. That's where you correct yourself, bro. That's where you be like, let me be a businessman, not a tradesman, a businessman.
According
Good
to who?
business. According to the people, your clients. If you tell me to be somewhere at 8 o'clock and you ain't there at 8 o'clock, you're a bad businessman to me. I don't know about you. I think that you would agree. Okay? If I'm there and you're not there, I think that you would agree with me that, hey, this is bad business. If you give me a quote, an estimate of $10,000, and then once you start working, you start nickel and diming about $14,000, I think you would say that's a bad business move.
I think the market dictates the value. So, and again, I think that's, and I think with that, that's why black people are able to do that, because the standard is they've been fucked over so much that somebody that knows half of what they're doing is so glorified that people move like that. When you meet one person outside that culture that really takes pride in it, that knows more than half of what this nigga do, that's getting all the glory, then we want to shit on this nigga. But at the same time, he is living the life. Like, I'm the king of the blacks type shit. So it's like, it goes to the sellout. Now, if I want to sell out and go into the white market, then I'm having trouble. Then I'm trying to figure out, or then I'm notice that I'm not a good businessman. Then I know, you know what I'm saying? Or if you want to expand.
Because of the white
Right,
market's
right,
reaction.
because the expectation and the level of acceptance is different, right? You got to be there early. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want you if you're not there at 8. But I've been doing this for 20 years. So you know what I'm saying? Like, how many people talk to you about, I've been doing this for 20 years. It's like, that don't mean it's right. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that's what they standing on. So I just think it's where you at. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like lawn service. If you want to do a lawn service in the black neighborhood, you can almost do it however the fuck you want, as long as you do it. But in a white neighborhood, I want it done only on Saturday before 11 because my kids got to be in the backyard. Like, you got all these stipulations. So now your business is struggling. So it's just a matter of where your market is. That's why I said your market dictates the value. And I think that's also why black people are in black people areas, because the expectation is lower.
I got a
just
solution
want
for
a
that.
nigga. Go. We are. Oh, yeah.
I got a solution for that. I want my grass cut on Fridays. All right.
Period.
I want my grass cut on Fridays at 8 o'clock. Can you do it or not at 8 o'clock? Don't tell me you can do it at 8 o'clock and you get here at 9:30.
How you know it long?
Say no.
Well, you don't know if the job before is longer. You don't know how the day is going.
Can you do it at 8 o'clock?
Here's the other part. I agree with you.
Okay.
Let me
Tell me something.
I'm
Tell
going
me something.
I'm gonna go with the flip. Here's the flip of that. When you go to the doctor's office and your appointment is at 9:15, do you walk in there at 9:15?
Yeah.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Maybe 9:20.
Right. So they can. That's what I'm saying.
I already
So
know it's gonna be at 10 o'clock.
But here's my thing. So that's what I'm saying. You accept. That's what I'm saying.
No, they
Here's-
corner-
no, wait,
okay.
but what I'm saying. My other point is this: when you go to McDonald's and you ask for the ice cream and they say that motherfucker is not working, you still order. It's not a end all be all. If you go to a black restaurant and they say, hey, this it ain't, we don't got no such and such, I'm out of here. I don't want nothing. And now you posting. These motherfuckers ain't had no napkins. They ain't had no fork. Like, that's what I'm saying. Do we go harder?
No,
When, you
no,
know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
think-
it's shit you accept. It's faults you accept in business that I'm asking, do we accept across the board? Like I said, when you show up to the doctor's office, or court, when you say court, you got court at 9. You know you're not walking and seeing the judge at 9. You accept that. So why do we, you know what I'm saying? Like, it seems all through business that we accept that it's not on time. But
Hey,
when the
Steve.
black person say, yeah, it's like,
Steve,
go ahead.
how about this? I want my lawn cut at 8 o'clock.
This nigga, that's me.
Well, hear me. I want my lawn cut at 8 o'clock. Hey, look, I'm gonna have to give you a window between 8 and 9:30. Is that
Start
cool
saying
with
that.
you?
Okay. Be more, I agree with that. They need to be more honest. They always overpromise. I agree with that. I do agree with that. They do say like, yeah, no, I can do that. No, I can definitely
know
do that.
for
I
a-
got you. I got you.
I know for a
And then be
fact-
like, wait, what you wanted? You be
I
like,
know
"Nigga,
for
what?"
I know for a
What you
fact
want?
a dentist is a specialized service that I can't do. I can cut my own grass. I know I
So
can't.
that plays a factor
I
into
can.
it.
You damn
Okay,
right.
all right.
Hey,
If I'm being lazy or not.
Hey.
This nigga like, nigga, I can do it myself. Don't
but-
make me, if I do it. Ooh.
So give me a window when it comes to situations such as a dentist. Hey, that's a specialized skill. I can't work on my own teeth. So I'm gonna have to give you. I'm gonna have to take
You gotta concede.
the BS that you're gonna give me.
See, that's bullshit though.
It is.
That's just like if you do
Until
a
I
service.
find a better dentist that don't do that, but in my opinion, they all do it. You gonna wait.
Ain't no way you could go when
You
they
don't
tell you
wait.
your appointment is 9:50. They book them all when they open. They open at 9. They got 7 people showing up at 9.
You know what?
We accept that though.
know
But
what?
if the nigga to the lawn
I
service,
agree.
he coming to you specifically.
But it's just not a black person. I do that with a Mexican or a,
A
Polish
Mexican
person
even do.
or.
They could be like, man, I'm coming all the way
No.
from X, Y, and Z.
I
The
give-
Stevenson was crazy. You
I
be
give,
like, yeah, it was.
I
coming
give
up.
no, I
That nigga
give
be like, you coming
hell.
from Hyde Park, nigga.
No,
Like, you
I
know.
give hell. That's why I gave the example of my man coming this morning. He stressed 8 o'clock. Hit him up early, like, hey, are we still on for 8 o'clock?
Say his name, man. Fuck.
No, I can't. Hey,
you didn't shit it on him.
we
I'm going there next
we still at 8
We all
o'clock.
gonna be there next Saturday at 8.
He
See if this
said
nigga
yes.
show up.
Hey,
What
I
time we
rushed
talking?
over there.
What
You
we
know
talking-
why?
What happened?
Because I'm like, no, he's serious.
Right. He's
So
stressed.
so
for
don't
8.
you dare
Do you
come
watch-
here. Don't you dare come here past 8.
You watch
talking
bullshit on Netflix?
Any type of shit to me about anything because you wasn't here on time. I'm gonna be there on time.
You watch bullshit on Netflix?
No.
You couldn't read his bullshit. You would lose it that
He was there.
at
He was
9:30.
there.
At 9.
He was there. He had to been there at 7. Hey, he was there at 7:58 because I got there at 7:59,
Okay. All right.
waiting on the porch.
All right, man. Your grass was cut at 8 o'clock.
Never. That wasn't for the grass. That was for something else. No, man. Look. We go too hard into arguing points, guys. It ain't about arguing points, man. We gonna have different. We gonna have an alternate line of thought. We gonna have an alternate line of thought coming on y'all pod.
All right.
I'm trying to give y'all, not the group think. I'm trying to give y'all the other.
What you guys see?
Nah, I wanted to show him.
That bullshit,
You
man.
want to show them all
from
these
prom.
all these prom
He
ladies,
saw it on here. I
all
was,
these prom ladies with their pistols and AKs and
I bet you that.
everything else.
All right, so what we have to do is, with that, that's not a problem.
just take a little bit of.
That's not a problem. The problem is knowing what you can and can't do.
So I can do what you can't do.
Yeah,
What y'all
that's
think about?
America.
What y'all think about Kanye West getting extorted?
How you get extorted?
That game shit was extortion.
Explain.
How you get extorted?
Okay, guys. Story time. Real quick. Game video. I mean, the game song with Easy.
The easy.
They're Easy, right? He's working with Kanye at the time. Think of the two tracks, right?
Right.
Game is going in on going in on Kim. Kanye's trying to get it back. Why would you work with somebody? Why would you put that out if you're trying to get your wife back, right?
Okay.
Okay, let's keep going. Whack 100 is the manager for Game and Ray J. Ray J owns the sex tape.
You got it back.
That's how he got it back, because he had to work with Game. He had to do that video with Game to get the sex tape back.
All right.
That's the extortion. And Kim kind of
Who
says
they
it.
extorting?
Kanye. So to get the sex tape.
Well, Game let it be known that he smashed Kim.
You said that a long time
yeah,
ago.
that's outside of this story.
But Kanye be mad.
He still made music with him after he said
That's what I'm saying. Let's stay in line to the story.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, in Kim's, the new Kardashians that came out, she comes and she shows somebody.
I saw something about that,
So,
but I
but
didn't
here's
see
the
it
thing.
all.
She says, "Hey, Kanye got the tape back." Kanye even says it on Drink Time. I met Ray
did
J
say that.
and I got the tape
Yeah,
back.
got the
Okay.
tape.
But that's the way he was able to get the tape back is because he had to work with Game. He had to put out the
Okay.
song Easy. And even on the Kanye shit at the end of the Kim tape, when she shows the thing, Kanye says this the last time these niggas gonna extort me.
Nah,
And nobody
so Game
so Whack
extorted
100
Kanye
right. And
for-
this is why you get the Game saying Kanye has done more for me than anybody
anybody
else
else.
because I extorted
Makes
this.
sense.
I've got damn near $1 billion from this.
Makes
Whatever they
sense.
got for that sex tape was between Ray J, Whack 100, and Game. So what I'm saying is
Makes sense.
Game Whack 100, which
Makes
is
sense.
Game.
Just like Ye said, I gave my cousin $250,000 to get the laptop back.
right. So that was the whole. All of, that was before. That was some other shit.
No, but just the understanding
explain
that.
his
No, okay.
I'm not under because
Okay,
because
okay.
Kanye
This is
does.
my theory.
Kanye does clown
true.
shit.
This
so
is not facts.
He's
But this
gonna
is my
always get
theory.
extorted.
This is my theory.
No, look at what he's getting extorted for.
Your
tape.
wife's sex tape.
Right.
Who? Hey, dude.
That was done
dude,
before me.
dude,
This has
so
nothing to do
why
with
are
me.
you caring?
Because I care about my wife.
Okay, but so you.
I care about
so,
the mother of my children.
So you know what?
That's still not with. That's with
Who-
Pete. That's why you're going so hard on Pete Davidson. You know what I paid?
But that doesn't
I
mean
paid-
that I care.
But I did this under the premonition
Stop.
that.
Let me give you this.
Go
It's
ahead.
not extortion.
Give me this. Chubb.
It's not extortion.
Chubb.
Extortion
Chubb,
is when
you
I
don't
can.
mind. And I actually fucking agree with you. This is the fuck part about what you are saying that I agree with. That is still the fuck part. What did I do? If I'm willing to go through these lengths to do this or that or whatever to protect you, you can't come back and say, in a sense, you're scared of me or you have an issue with me in the sense of where's the conversation
Yes, I
comes in.
can.
Okay.
Only off.
Let me
just
ask you this
off
question. Let me ask you this
'Cause I
question, Chuck.
can.
Let me ask you this question, Chuck. If you're in love and you want this woman back, and she tells you something you need to do, not saying she doesn't say you need to do this to get me back, but she says, hey, this is
This is
something,
bothering me.
and you do
Hey,
it,
this is a problem for me.
and you do it with the expectation to get her back.
Okay.
You have nothing to say about that, and she's continuing with somebody publicly.
She's
that-
extorting you. She's extorting you.
Chuck,
Not me, the person that got the tape. I didn't have to take
Chuck,
3 years
Chuck,
before
Chuck,
you was
Chuck,
messing with the girl.
Chuck.
He like, he really like her. I'm going to
Chuck,
raise the price.
it's a mental fuck.
That's your fault.
Is
That's the problem.
No.
That is the problem.
But it's reactive.
That is the problem.
But do you,
Stop.
wait, but
No,
okay, I
no.
agree with that, Chuck. We
No.
all agree with that in hindsight, but do you know that in the moment? If this is that mountain that big and she asks you to do that and you think this will work, do you just walk away like mental fuck? I got fucked. Like I just got robbed in the alley for my wallet. I ain't gonna tell nobody.
Hey, that's your choice, man. And why I'm saying it so bluntly is because the Ray J video was out
And it was
several-
nothing. And they said it was nothing.
several years. Wait, let me finish talking. Several years before we got married. You already knew.
Possibility.
Shit.
Something out there.
Films are out here, man.
And that's
But-
cool.
but if
bro.
she's saying
But you
this
don't
is-
want to do it now. You really want to. No, you don't want to do it, and you know why you trying to cover yourself because it's a narcissistic essence
But you don't say
inside
that
of
in the
you.
moment.
No, but
That
right
you don't
now,
say.
but
That's
right-
hindsight.
You didn't give a fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
You
Okay,
didn't care
okay.
at
Let's
the
play it
time.
out. Let's play it out. Let's play it out. Baby, I want you back. Baby, this is what's bothering me. Baby, I'll take care of it. What you're not saying all the shit you're saying right there. When you say I'll take care of it, you're not saying like, hey, I want you back. And she like, this thing is out there. You're not like, but that's been out there. I want you back.
That's
I'm
when
not,
you're being extorted, Steve.
but you
you've
don't
been
know that in the moment. I'm saying in the moment.
Look, I'm 40.
So in the moment, you know you're being extorted. You know extortion in the moment. So in the moment, you like, nah, bitch, that's extortion.
I'm not gonna call it extortion. I'm gonna call it what it is.
You're gonna say no.
which is what?
So at that point, you don't want to back.
I'm about to tell you. I still want you back, but
I'm not doing that.
I'll do what you want me to do, but don't say like don't make the conditions of okay, I'm gonna do this to get her back. No, she done left, dude.
Oh, no. I understand that part.
I agree with that.
I understand with that part.
Everybody
I
agrees
totally
with that. I
understand
think
with that
everybody
part.
agrees with
Hey,
that part.
If you move around this or that or whatever, I think the argument in this whole realm is, what is the argument?
What's the argument?
What is
So
the
what's the
argument?
argument?
According
This
to
is cut and dry to me.
No, work with me. According to Kanye, I don't really know what the argument is
They do.
per se.
Yeah, you do.
We benefited off each other.
She left
I
you.
try to stay in my children's lives. Even if you move this way or that way, I want to stay in my children's lives. You're making it seem as though that I'm an ill parent in the sense. Your relationship with Pete Davidson or whatever, that's cool or whatever, but you're making it come off to the public as if I'm some type of aggressor to you. With that said, if I'm such of an aggressor, if I'm such of an abuser of anything, this or that or whatever, why am I still trying to take things out of your life that causes stress to you?
I'm not about to. Okay. So the fact
Now
of the
you
matter
use
is,
me.
what needs to
Now
happen.
you're using me. Now you're full of shit.
No. Men can't.
No, we
Go
was
ahead, let him
saying-
say it.
Men have to
You
stop
responded
being
to me.
victims. Okay. So the fact of the matter is,
Because men can never be
Hey,
victims.
yeah,
Sean.
men are victims.
But they
A
can
lot
never
of
be.
times, however, you got to man up. There is not.
What does that mean?
There is not a sense of.
I know
You
what
don't
he
think that's
I know what he
man
said.
enough?
There is
I
not
know
a
what he said.
sense
I
of.
do too. I just want to.
There is not a sense of your softness is gonna win me over.
Right.
You better do something. That's what they know.
And I did. I got that motherfucker.
No.
But I think
No.
he's saying that you can be a victim, but you can't call yourself a victim. Somebody else got it. Like you're a victim. It's
Not
like
as a
nickname.
man.
It's like a
Not
nickname.
as a
It's like
man.
nickname. A man can't give himself a
A man
nickname.
can't say I'm a victim.
A man can't call himself a victim.
You
yeah.
soft as hell, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta let us determine that.
Yeah. It's like a nickname.
You better go do something. What you finna do? Check these fools then.
For that dude to find a way to get that done, knowing what is really true.
That was a favor to her.
in the finite.
That was a favor to himself.
But he's pleading on the song on that. It's
Listen.
basically like.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
and on
This the last show. This is all I
she's-
got.
And the other nigga on the track is like, I'm finna let her.
Yep.
He's like,
Kim.
you know he wouldn't have put that out.
Before which is wild.
Kim,
He's
you
already
making
done
me-
it before.
Kim,
Game has put him and Kim shit out there like
Kim,
a
you making
billion
me
times,
look
dude.
like a fool. Kim, stop making me look like a fool instead of recognize like, nah, your junk did what she did before I met you.
What are you, a Pisces?
That was her whole
You a
boyfriend.
Pisces?
Yeah.
Are you gonna let her off the hook on this sex tape, or you gonna let her deal with whatever the consequences are?
No, no. Okay, so let me answer.
And
the
you have
question.
no children.
No,
You got children with this
Let me
motherfucker
answer the
now.
question. I'm gonna try to write. I'm gonna try to square that away, but I'm not gonna be overly sensitive and overly emotional of a sex tape being out there when I knew she was filming them.
That's cool. But we're in a different time. The last time you saw Kim
but-
Kardashian sex tape was what, 20 years ago? Almost.
So
for the
we-
most
so
part.
we-
So we're about to rekindle this
No,
whole
do
joke
we have-
now with having children.
Here's what I'd have said.
Do we have?
Here's
Here's what I
Roger
said.
that. Do we
Because
have?
her mom is powerful, and if she really wanted that tape back, I'd be like, your mom can't get that tape. Your mom can't.
I'm bringing this cat through the ringer.
Money gonna come in if that motherfucker.
Nigga, her mama finna manage Pete Davidson next. She finna be Pete Davidson manager. Watch.
See, I wasn't gonna go.
I'm gonna call it
You
now.
know what?
Alternate line
I
of
wasn't
thought.
gonna go
This is
there.
not an
man.
alternate
You know what
line
I'm
of
saying?
thought, man. You guys think the same, man. And the problem that I'm
That's not an alternate line of thought.
no, the problem that I'm
You don't see her being able to manage Pete Davidson.
the problem that I'm
He
realizing
gonna
is
answer.
when somebody else
said
is not necessarily agreeing with y'all, man. Y'all like what's wrong with you? And this is an alternate line of thought.
No, that's not true.
No, that's
now,
not-
now
that's
here's
not true at all.
here's what
You
here's
full of shit on
I've
that.
been getting double teamed whole time.
You feel-
Really?
That's
No,
your- that's your perception. That's how you feel.
No, just
No, no,
on
no.
Well, we got it on video. I'll break it down.
you can
Yeah,
play
no,
it.
no
You can play
worries.
It's
it.
light
Were you
work.
on video?
Hey,
I
hey.
didn't see you.
This light work.
I mean, I heard you. I didn't see
No,
you.
I understand your points. You guys
can
got
call
good
it.
points.
But my other thing is it's not. I'm not defending anything. No position. What I like to do and what I like to think this podcast is, and for the listeners that's listening, I like to alternate lines of thought. Right. I want to be able to go out in the world and adapt to these people here.
What's going
right?
on?
So, but even still, like I know I have my position of things. So if I'm sitting on a boat with white people, right, and they have a position of something, and I don't agree with, but I know people that feel that way, so I can be like, oh, you think like Chug think, or oh, you think. So my exposure,
base.
right, my exposure and experience, it's not so foreign to me when I'm out there. So I have something, and I'm not trying to persuade y'all to one side or the other. I'll take y'all arguments when I'm arguing against these white people and be like, nah, and say what Chuck said here. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm saying something to you to basically sharpen what I'm gonna say there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, all right, you said that. I'm saying what I think these white people might say to me on the boat. So it's like, so you W.B. Du Bois or Booker T. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how do you feel about that? You know
Hampton
what I'm saying?
University, Booker
Right.
T.
You know what I'm
Washington
saying?
all day, Tuskegee Institute founder.
So it's even that, but it's little nuggets. But even that, you know what I'm saying? It's like just shit you know that you learn from each other, and when y'all say different things, I'm not trying to persuade y'all either way.
I understand that,
but it's
Steve.
more of a just trying to.
Steve, that's what,
What y'all think about this? You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
and I understand, and you guys are correct. You guys got a good thing going. Hey, straight up to the Lot podcast. Y'all listen in, but you gotta have alternate lines of thought.
That's why you're here.
I know. I'm gonna
Because
bring it.
what you do,
I'm
Chad,
gonna bring it to you.
because-
One.
hey, because what you do-
I don't fold. I don't butt.
what about the NFL draft, man? What
NFL
I don't know
draft.
nothing about it.
Fact of the matter is,
Nobody paid attention to that.
Nah,
Yeah,
I
I
didn't-
did something about Ingram.
I didn't
What
care.
was the Ingram shit that Ahmad was talking about? All right, Ingram or something. Ingram?
No, Brandon Ingram. He was always talking about in the playoffs of the NBA or whatever, but they done lost. But
Hey,
he
y'all
was just talking
tune
about
in.
his progression. But NFL draft, the only thing I know about that, as far as like the Bears are concerned, they had 3 picks walking in the door and walked out with 7. To me, that's pretty good.
because they had,
I don't give a fuck who they
You
draft.
got to understand
but-
the dynamic of what they was dealing
That's
with. They
pretty-
had
that's
traded
pretty-
away everything for
Yeah,
my man,
Yeah,
Mac.
yeah.
So you got to make something happen.
Gotta
I got to
do
get
something.
something.
Some,
What y'all think about
even in numbers. Oh, well, no. My
What you
man
think about
Zion
that?
says that, he was cleared to play. But they figured that they was going to win Game 6 and he was going to, finalize his shit on Game 7, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, but they didn't get there.
No, he's done.
This is honestly.
Zion
How you feel about
Williams.
players doing
Is,
that?
this the.
Is that
I'm
a
gonna
player
use
decision or a management decision?
This
That's a
this
player's
is
decision.
This is a player's circle decision. This isn't just a player's show.
That's a player's
This is
decision.
the homo understanding.
But I'm watching
disagree.
Showtime on the Lakers.
I
Ain't no
disagree.
coach being like, strategy says you need to be in this game.
This is the homo side of this generation.
I totally disagree with
The
that.
homo side,
No,
of,
you
the
can't
homo
say
side
that.
of the homo side of this generation is.
I can't say
I know
Pollock,
I
but-
can still.
Right, I just said he couldn't say that. You can't say that.
I can still win. In the
No,
sense
you
of,
can't.
In the sense of winning for me, it's about winning.
So then
for
don't say
me.
it's a part of a circle.
No,
That's
no.
a player's decision.
No. But being influenced by the
No,
circle.
I am grown, man.
Yeah, that don't mean shit.
It was so.
If you
hit
was
a
gonna
button,
buy,
boom, boom, boom,
Boom, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
If you was gonna buy a car, Chuck, the first person you gonna go talk to is your
Yeah,
dad.
yes. And if I don't want that car, I swear to God.
So fucking what?
I am
you
not
still wanna talk to your daddy, so
gonna
that
get it.
means your daddy is in your circle
Yes,
on the side
but
of
he
the
doesn't
decision as
make
an
the
adult.
decision. He doesn't make the
It's not
decision,
about-
man.
It's not about who makes the decision. It's about who influences the decision. Because if I actually even got to ask you,
Hashtag Jay Palooza.
that means that I don't even know exactly what decision I want to make. It ain't going to take a whole lot to move this way or that way. And you know who I'm going to trust? The circle that's around me.
Okay, I understand
If
that.
it's me, you, and Steve, and I'm asking a decision about the Palooza, and you like blah 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 here, and he like blah 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 here.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm asking is why, Steve,
No, because I want to hear your input.
and why, Steve,
And at the end of the day,
because I don't fucking know,
and
or I
at the
would not
end
fucking ask you.
of the day,
How many Paloozas have I actually
Go ahead,
asked?
let him
How many
finish.
of y'all actually
Let him
about?
end of the
Unless
day.
I
At
needed something
the
about. Come on,
end
dog.
of the day,
Fuck out of here.
whose decision is it to be made?
Mine.
Who exactly? All right.
And that
So
means
we're not
nothing
gonna
to you?
talk about
That means nothing to you, Chuck?
circles. We're
That
not
means
gonna
nothing
talk
to you.
about
Wait, time out.
this. We're not
That
gonna
means
talk about
nothing to you.
that.
Because you would definitely go to your huddle, your
Yeah,
circle.
I always ask around.
No, if shit goes this way or that way or whatever,
Yeah.
you're gonna own it.
I'm not gonna come back and say, "Hey, man, why you
No, stop.
Nah,
Stop.
I did
Stop.
that.
We're
shit.
bred to own it. But you will steal those softballs on the side of.
But
For real? No, I bet, nigga. I bet
no,
that, nigga.
no. We arguing
And
points again. I'm
We're
agreeing.
not really arguing.
No, no,
points
no.
per se.
The gist of it, the gist of it is that
fault?
you do question your circle, and I want your input. The fact of the matter is, who has the final say?
But my-
Your circle. Excuse me. Your circle or you?
Right. My point is.
I
Chuck, my
agree.
point is.
I think it's also
I
we
agree
looking
with
at it
what you're saying.
retrospectively
My thing
again.
is the only reason that you're asking your circle about certain
'Cause I
things
don't know.
because you do not ask them about everything.
I'm
You're
flipped.
asking about certain things or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know.
Hey, well, let me tell you this, and I'm not in
Does
Zion.
that make sense?
I'm not in
I'm not
Zion.
gonna ask you about this or that or whatever, but I may ask you about.
I'm not in Zion's
Why
circle.
am I asking you this, Steve? Because I don't know.
I'm in Zion. I'm not in Zion's circle.
In the end, my decision is my decision.
Okay, we know
And-
that.
And I own it. But for me to ask you, Chuck, me and you are brothers. How many decisions that have me and you both made that neither one of us know about?
You keep taking it there.
No,
I'm going back
no.
to Zion.
Even him.
That's a
He's
good
gonna
point,
go
Chad.
to.
Thank you.
I'm going back to
He's gonna
Zion.
go to his circle.
Fine. And you're gonna do what you're gonna do, and I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
If you say no, don't do it. What's the odds I'm not gonna do it?
I don't know.
I'm asking you.
I don't know.
What you think?
Whatever you're gonna wanna do. You're gonna do whatever you want to do.
He's saying both is happening. He's told you to do it and you didn't do it, and he's told you to do it and you have done it. So it's still up to you.
Like I'm saying with Zion, if you think you can have a 4-year NBA contract and play 20 games,
Won't happen.
hey, dude, you about to get blackballed out this league
Nobody's
with
gonna
your
sign
fat
you.
ass,
Nobody's gonna do that.
and then you walking around 300 pounds at 6 something.
like that's
No, you
But you think these young boys
tweaking.
are looking at it like that in the sense of leverage, like how the other young boys looking at rap, where they trying to just use this as a leverage to get somewhere else and be retired by their 30s?
No.
I don't think in this aspect. No.
No.
Not
I
in
think
this aspect. I'm just saying.
If you
I think they wanna be
if
I'm
you're
not saying. I'm not
leverage-
saying with. I'm not saying. I'm not saying with this particular player. I'm saying overall, just the carefreeness. How in the 80s we saw that these niggas lived blood, sweat, and tears basketball, and how these niggas is carefree, resting up at
They
the
don't have
end.
to do
Because
that now.
these motherfuckers.
Why? That's what I'm saying.
They don't have to do that now
time
because
out.
the other people paved the way for them.
Time out.
So now the knowledge is out here that you're gonna play an 82 game season. No.
But they also thinking
That's
about
not
a
what he's
life
saying.
after
That's
life.
not what he's saying. And
Well, I wasn't finished talking.
Let him finish.
And all I'm trying to say is that the speed of the game now is not the speed of the game then. You can't keep up that pace
agree.
now that you.
He's not even talking about the game.
Saying financial.
And this is what I'm.
Okay.
And no.
But
Not
all-
at all. You know why? Because none of them are actually taking advantage of that other side. Unless,
What other side?
in the
It's
sense
not
of-
yet.
No, what other
whoa.
side?
Let me make context.
No,
Let me for the listeners and everybody. When I'm he's let me catch everybody up. You in the front of the class, he in the back. Just pipe down. What I'm saying is this. Do you think there's a carefreeness with the players now?
Hell yeah.
Because
That didn't
this-
exist back then yet. My fault. But
Listen
yes.
to the because. The because is
My fault,
is-
my fault,
is
my
the
fault.
meat.
the carefreeness in the players, in the sense of they're thinking about the life after basketball. You see that in everybody. Floyd Mayweather saying, like, I don't give a fuck about this time I'm doing this sport. I'm thinking about after the sport. You're seeing that with rappers being like, I'm going to get in this sport and do it for 5 to 7 years, and then I want to go to acting or X, Y, and Z. Do you think the same is happening in basketball where you're seeing at the end of the season players not playing, they resting up? You're seeing Kyrie don't give a fuck about not being able to go in X, Y, and Z arenas. You're seeing these people like where, or even analysts are saying like, hey, you supposed, or even Kevin Durant leaving the team and da-da-da-da, no loyalty and all of this shit. Like people aren't thinking about their career as a basketball. They're thinking about their
Other career after basketball.
or their public image
Right.
overall. Like it's not so much my like the basketball has gotten me into the public image. Now it's up
That's
to,
what's said.
it's up to me
Yes.
to protect the public image for the next 7 years while I'm in basketball. But after basketball, I still have to protect this public image. So I don't want to be like Kwame Brown sitting on YouTube trying to just yell at people. I want people to call me for appearances. I want to be. So I'm thinking about how do I'm meeting and shaking hands with people that are producers of NBC shows and all of this. I'm working with these people. So now because I'm watching Beyonce, who has more fans and more followers than ESPN, and what she can do. When she says, hey, go buy this, it's more influential than when that commercial runs on ESPN. So I know what Brandon does. I'm seeing what DJ Khaled does. I'm seeing what Drink Champ does. I'm seeing all these people that are private, and now I'm just a part of this engine. I need to be a part of this engine for the next 5 to 7 years, and once this engine lets me go, I don't want to be like Delonte West sitting on the corner. I want to be able to, once they let me go, I want to fly. I don't want to have to go and start from the ground up and be like, hey, my name is this thing on. Like, you know who I am.
So what we talking about, Steve? You know what we talking about? We talking about power. Okay?
So is it a power play?
It's power.
So you saying that basketball players now are for the power play and not basketball?
Power. You know why? You know why LeBron?
So they're not playing basketball.
You know why LeBron is most hated, in my opinion? Because he has the skill which equals the power. Do you understand why Floyd was so hated? Because he had the skill that equaled the power. Now motherfuckers just want the power with no skill. We got a lot of rappers out here that's rapping. They get their time. They get their time to shine, but they can't really rap. The people that could really rap has gone through the test of time. Brian will go through the test of time. Floyd will go through the test of time. If Floyd tells me how to box, I'm going to listen to that. If this motherfucker that couldn't rap going to tell me how to rap, I'm not going to listen to him.
It's pretty good. Nope.
I agree with that, but
That's
here's
pretty
the thing.
good.
But here's the thing. And I totally agree with that. And that's from our image of saying, like, I don't know what my thing is. My thing is, yes, I'm how to rap. But if I'm telling you how to get on or how to stay on or this and X, Y, and Z, like, yeah, nobody knows what 20 years will have. That's why you say you're publishing now. You don't know it's going to be worth something. And you know what I'm saying? Like, if you made music when Puffy was out, like, you wasn't selling really. So, but now people are saying some of those albums are classic. They don't own the shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? They didn't think it wasn't hot then, and your friends and like you said, your circle wasn't. They was all on Puffy shit. So your shit is sold. So what I'm saying is the power that you're saying is not later, it's now. So what I'm saying is people are seeing the power and acting on it and saying like, this is just a job. I'm not looking at it like that. So I have power in myself later.
Okay, and you're absolutely correct. Charles Barkley said one thing that I'll always remember. He said, man, when I see myself in 1993 sign a deal for three years for 10 million, and then in 95 I see Big Dog sign a deal for 9 years and 84 million,
Yeah.
that's gonna make me feel some type of way. So the thing as a worker, because they're workers, is that will never happen again. I'm going to control my destiny. Now what's going to happen to the NBA, in my opinion, is that the owners are going to lock them out. They're going to say these guaranteed contracts is not what we're about to do.
So that goes to my point of what I'm saying.
But it's power though,
Wait,
bro.
but wait, watch this. Okay, watch this. What I'm saying. 2 points that you made. One, that's why we play the game the way we play, because I don't. This lockout. Wait.
No,
Listen, what I'm saying. When you lock me out, it means nothing. I can go and do. I can work. I'm Kevin Durant. I'm LeBron James. The NBA. I'm a brand by myself. What we know is Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan because of the NBA. LeBron is LeBron with or without the NBA. LeBron is LeBron. Right? So what I'm saying is this. The same way that you said, I won't take, if this rapper X, Y, and Z didn't meet such and such, I won't take advice from him. So let's play this out, right? We're staying in the same career when you say the lockout, and that's NBA. So let's say a failed rapper, not even failed rapper, right? Whatever you want to call it. The money back then when Ice Cube was getting money ain't money that a rapper want to see now. So you probably won't take advice from Ice Cube, right? Listen, what I'm saying is rappers now, not you. A 19-year-old rapper, he could tell you how to go and get $200,000. That nigga ain't trying to hear that at 19-year-old rapper when everybody around him is getting $1 million checks, right? So you probably won't listen to Ice Cube. But what you will listen to Ice Cube on is how to make a movie. You will listen to Ice Cube on how to get something greenlit. So that's what I'm saying is the progression of somebody in a career, a little kid watching something and saying like, I want to rap just long enough so I can do what Ice Cube did. I want to play NBA long enough so I can be Jalen Rose. Like, I want to be Jalen Rose. How did Jalen Rose be there? Oh, I got to play. Just like a pilot. I got to go to the fucking Air Force to be a pilot. How many people want to be a pilot but don't realize they got to go to the Army? That's the only way you're going to really do it. You can do it other ways, but you need money. You got to be rich. Your family got to be able to pay. So it's like, if you want to get to Jalen Rose status, you got to go, you got to play ball. You got to play a sport. So what I'm saying. So now it's like, all right, cool. I'll do that for 5-7 years. Like the little girl that we had that won the spelling bee. She said her thing. I won the spelling bee. I'm gonna go to the college and play ball for a little while, and then I'm gonna be an astronaut, and then I'm gonna go and be like.
And she's on that scale.
The playing ball was a blip in her career. So what I'm saying is these young kids, like how we thinking of loyalty and this and that and the lockout, and it's like that lockout, I'll be out of there by that lockout. I'll be on my 3rd year. I'll be on you know what I'm saying? I've already had it planned out for the next 20 years or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're beyond. So when you look at Kyrie and we like, this nigga is tripping, and you see Stephen A go in and be like loyalty or Kevin Durant and all that, like, it's like, nigga, they're thinking brand. They're thinking like, my brand, what's my follower? I have a whole management team that tells me your popularity is this. The same way the president is there. You have 42%, you have 49%. You need to do this. You need to post more. You need to, like, I'm not even think the NBA is a job the same way that you like, Monday, gotta go to work. It's the same way as that. And that's why I don't watch the shit anymore, because it's niggas going to work. Like, they just being like, it's a contract. It's the same way they be like, I got 2 more
They're
albums.
gonna win though.
Nah, it's always been a job.
I get it, but when
why
it
would
was your only job that you had to feed your family,
so
then you saw the loyalty.
Think your podcast
Listen,
is gonna pay you like the NBA?
play it
Do
out.
you think?
Play it
Do
out.
you? I guarantee you, it's not. I bet everything I own that it's not. Your
not
podcast is not about to pay you the rewards of the NBA.
But what's the correlation?
So that's what
I
I'm
don't
trying.
get what
So
you-
what I'm trying to say is you got to maintain that balance, bro. You got to maintain that balance of understanding that you signed a contract. No, so then as you want your contractors, to do what the fuck you tell them to do.
I don't have no
Hear me out.
other
Hear me out.
the podcast is-
As you want your contractors to do what you want them to do when you show up at your building.
This nigga like cut the
Hey,
grass at 8 o'clock.
somebody wants you there at practice when I said, according to the contract, I want you there to play. It was 82 games. My expectation is 82 games. If you injured, then fine. But injured for the whole season, I did not pay you to be injured for the season.
I agree.
All right. Let me take a piss. No.
What's your song?
Yeah,
What song you got?
Y'all good.
I had Dreamville. Some good Dreamville. Why can we still hear him? Hey.
This nigga gone, bro. He gone, bro.
Some good Dreamville. The John with 2 Chains. They got weird names.
Off the DJ Drama shit.
Of the Drama John.
I'm like,
Yeah, no, the one with 2 Chains. It was either that or Dreamville Hair Salon. No, the shit is called Hair Salon.
yeah.
Stop fucking playing with me.
I just be listening to that.
Hey, he's an asshole. Hey, he like, no, nigga. Yes, nigga.
Which one you want?
Oh, shit. What you doing? See, this is what happens when the mind creeps away. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers lose their mind and we go a
That's
whole
why
different.
Daryl was on speakerphone and shit.
Yeah, that's what. But that went okay. I didn't think it was gonna go as well.
Shout out to Daryl for calling in, man. Black Family Connect. We gotta no.
Nah, what you mean? We don't pause none, Jack. Pause none but these weekend seeds.
Oh man, look, Steve.
We still recording. We still recording.
They can hear you.
Hey, you gotta understand.
Hey, you want them to hear you.
You want to see what Atlanta is?
Let them listen. Let them hit it.
We ain't cutting you off, motherfucker.
You give me good work. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just, hey, it's other people listening, so it's for the listeners. It ain't about me. It's just devil's advocate type shit. Think about the other people.
No.
Y'all can't see none of this body language. I swear to God.
I appreciate it.
Can I get a
So you
beer
saying I'm
shot?
improving?
Can I get a
Episode
beer?
122. You came. When the last time he been? It was like episode 60.
I don't know.
or something?
According to Chud, I done did this 3-4 weeks. I'm out here. I changed the dynamic of the
Every
whole
3 months?
goddamn.
Okay.
3 months.
Yeah, we have
I
about
came today because
4 episodes a month, so that's about 12.
It's about time y'all get a little flavor, man. Yeah, different
Put your
flavor.
headphones on so you can know what we doing. Man.
Not that y'all don't have
We
no
don't
flavor.
get the shit. I want you to play a song for me. That's not what you want?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm about to get up out of here, yo.
We got you.
Yeah. I need a song though.
This the end.
Oh.
Just take a deep breath and think.
Listen to this. Yeah, it might bring something you want to hear.
Who, me? Fuck that shit.
Earth game home, worldwide home, certified, gon' testify. Price for a feature that'll cost your life. Fuck your top 10 with your top 5. You in the presence of the most high, speak with the tongue of the most fly. Couple of stars in the roof, it's true. I'm really a star, my nigga, the proof. Father niggas, I taught them the truth. I showed them the lies, I opened their eyes. The real niggas rise, the diamonds inside. Okay, it's my turn to turn to the tides. I pray up to God, don't fuck with the
I
school.
forgot
don't
who
you like
Chud
about it?
was now.
Is it Drake? It's Dreamville.
Stringville.
Could you give it a try? It's 2 changes on here, so it kind of goes.
Can you reset it? Let me give it a...
Wow.
I heard this shit. I get so tired of this shit.
Just,
Tired of what?
Can we get the? You want to hear the lyrics?
Bars?
You riding the... No, but when my main man
When they
Young
ride
Boy
the train?
do it,
Who?
yo, NBA, when your Young Boy
He
do
rides
it,
the
you
train?
don't like it.
Let's go.
What track? What track he rides?
Young Boy, one of the greatest of all time.
What track he rides, Chud?
Everyone.
A lot of talk about what's Atlanta, what's not.
You see how this go?
You want to see what Atlanta is?
Reassurance.
Too easy.
Yin and yang, bro. I swear to God.
You going hold on.
He like,
Who, me?
Hold on.
Fuck that shit.
Earth game home, worldwide home, certified, gon' testify. Price for a feature that'll cost your life. Fuck your top 10 with your top 5. You in the presence of the most high, speak with the tongue of the most fly. A couple of stars in the roof, it's true. I'm really a star, my nigga, the proof. Father the youth, I taught them the truth. I showed them the lies, I opened their eyes. The real niggas rise, there's diamonds inside. Okay, it's my turn to turn of the tides. I pray up to God, don't fuck with the schools, the government laws, or none of they rules. The media live, you down the tube. Tupac with a Billy, my everyday move.
Get him.
Fucking money up, hit my baby mama up. Who you with? Fuck that shit, I'm pulling up. Through a brick, through a nigga Uber lift. Knew he was a bitch, knew he tried to dip. I be lying, say I do it for the kid. I just really fuck with doing stupid shit. White crowds like I'm Hootie and the Fish. Fucking on the fruity little bitch. I I don't never stick around and shoot the shit. FaceTime 9 times out of 10. I be in the whip, dropping out the jet, dropping out some dick. Sandbox with me like a Michael Vick. Chopper ate a nigga up, Kyle Pitts. Saying like big dog, east side, niggas got to let the pink. Pink ring, pink. It's real pink.
Talk your shit, Ted.
Sink. Okay. I'm on my way, want me get in now. Been a real nigga, turn a million now. While you sitting there, I'll make $1 million by your time. Been and got up and did your hair. For as Louis Vuitton, I got 60 pair. You can pick up pair. In a fruit fight, you can pick up pair. Some might say a grammatical error. My granddad had a Chrysler Baron. Then my dad called prison time. Mom started crying, fucked up her mascara. My trap house had a long ass line. 12 of the shit, park your pine. Stuck like truck, fuck them fines, fuck that court. Young black nigga ain't trying to be broke. Young black nigga ain't trying to be broke. Roll them dice, then rebuck. Take the dough, then re-up. My new crib like my ego, cause that shit is big as fuck.
Tone, man.
Let me explain something.
I didn't hear you, Chubb. What happened?
Your mic. How you feel about that?
Hey, what happened?
Okay, fair enough. I mean, no, they were trying to rap. They were rapping.
He said they was trying.
No, I corrected it.
You throw that NBA YoungBoy and destroys everything. All
To
of that.
me, NBA YoungBoy
What he
is
say?
one of the
What song
greatest
you
of
want?
all
What
he say?
time.
Give me an NBA YoungBoy
It's
song
gonna be
right now.
soft,
Give me
man.
one.
You gotta understand, NBA thing is a pain song, baby.
Is it? So which pain song you want?
Hey, put. Nah, they ain't gonna. The listeners ain't gonna. Hey, listeners. Hey,
I'm
pod.
gonna play something. He gonna tell me no.
No,
and I'll just wait for
I'm
that.
about to tell you. See, I just went to the pod. Hey, just listen to this. This is a pain song. This one, a man at his best. All right, this YouTube's top star. Facts. Nobody better.
NBA YoungBoy what?
How I been.
Why you looking everywhere?
I'm already tearing up. I'm tearing up right now because
What
it's
is
so
all this
sad.
shit? Like.
I'm tearing up, man.
Count money, working on myself as if you wonder how I've been. Wishing if you there was someone else, I hope they love you like I did. Say you love me, but you can't. The shit you do for me, for another nigga, you do the same. I can't hold on, let these critics blog in my name. Tryna move on, I'm not with your lies and with your game. She tried to fake it, baby, I ain't tripping about that girl, I want your love. Wasn't as many times, I don't know what it is. DC turn up back and okay. Don't fuck with that, that's my thing. Don't fuck with that, that's my thing. You like man free, bring your ass my way. Your name can make me tap 3 times on my face. Hold my styrofoam, speeding on the highway. No party on a Friday, take that money like 5 ways. Can't listen to what I say, bitch, you know I need you. Just wanna please you from behind, just won't beat you. Soon as you throw it back, I go in deep too. Now it's time to put my clothes on, I don't wanna leave you. Vision your face says I be with somebody. Every move that I make, I be on you on side.
This my joint.
I'm tryna make sure that my
Head on.
instead you telling me I'm dead wrong. But you not always me. Don't blame on what I done right. Don't we all agree? Who should feel shame? But you not always me. Don't blame on what I done right. Don't we all agree?
You gotta wait. You gotta wait for them to ask you.
Got
Go
my
ahead.
burn on so they won't play me. Put that Buddha print on and it made me think about pledging. I need you to save me, these hoes tryna raid me. Just like you the cops, so you just gotta chase me. And make you know I changed the weather. All these phones be matching. Real nigga gon' do it better. Our is text me. I say that motorsport, Supercross can't jack me. I say for that KTM, I want Kawasaki. Counting money, working on myself as if you wonder how I've been. Wishing if you there was someone else, I hope they love you like I did.
It's so.
Vision your face says I be
Point
with
being
somebody.
is the versatility that you have to have. You know what I'm saying? This is what gets you 100 million.
Instead you telling me I'm
This is what gets you 100 million views. Whatever the hell he doing. This is the wave right now. Your 15 million can't compare to my 100 million. We get a shorties a lot of knock, and I give them a lot of knock for the recklessness that they doing out here in these streets.
So that was a horrible song.
I saw you listening.
You said I saw you listening.
I saw you
Trying to
listening.
listen to That don't
Counting money.
Huh? Wait.
I'm gonna get out of here, man. I got
Yeah,
K
do your
Slay.
thing, man.
No. This I got in my songs. Street Life, DJ K Slay. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to DJ K Slay for all you young people.
Rest in peace.
I'm just running down.
You know how to do something for the ladies.
I want you to be my wife.
DJ K Slay.
You got right. Can't stop.
By my side. K Slay, what up? I never seen that in my life. I scooped on my mean block, strapped it with a package after I fucked at the dream spot. Coco in the back room, baggies in the cabinets. She know I'm a rapper, but ain't meet me on no rapper shit. I don't do the bills, but she gotta be high ecstasy fit.
This is K Slay mix. I'm just playing some shit. That came out like 2020. It's called Homage.
1996.
Called Homage. DJ K Slay called Homage.
I remember your mixtape.
Yeah, it got Dave East, Votto, and
Your mixtape, boy.
somebody else on there.
He's in his 50s. I know.
It's real fucked up because we getting to the point where we're gonna lose a lot more people than
Well, it's our habits. It's our habits. You smoke a lot of Black and Milds, a lot of cigarettes. But he got COVID, in my opinion. Respiratory.
Yeah, respiratory. He always sounded like he
had a problem.
Yeah, he always sounded like
Rest
he
in
had.
peace, though, man. K Slay.
But my point is, K Slay wasn't even 60.
No.
We not even hitting that long.
You gotta go to the doctor, man. I need to go to the doctor. I don't take that shit.
We as black men are going.
I keep putting that shit out. I'm like, when I get in this house, I get settled. Like I said, that moving here though.
It's our habits, man. It's life, though.
Life gonna keep going, but you gotta make sure you there for life.
You know what it is?
Gotta make sure you're there for life.
It's going to the doctor and then him not really telling you shit and you getting the bills. You know what I'm saying? It's like you go in there and be like, man, I got a pain right here. He like, I can see you for some more tests. Meanwhile, that's 181. You like, what?
But that's the fuck part of the United States.
Yeah.
Look, man.
Anywhere else, healthcare and making sure that the people are decent is a lot different.
Just to get him to come in there and be like,
America.
I'm gonna send you for some
you
tests.
go ahead.
Well, it's like, I'm gonna send you for some
America,
tests.
the most beautifulest country in the world.
I'm sure you
Y'all better understand that. America, the most beautifulest country in the world. Ain't nothing like this.
Why did you love Avatar, Trev?
I didn't like Avatar.
Here's the
Only
thing.
one thing you
As an
did.
American soldier, I'm gonna take your word for it, and I appreciate
Nah,
your
I
service.
mean,
One thing you
that's
did. You watched that shit. I hadn't seen it, and I said, "Man, you told me only one thing."
That nigga stayed up night so I could sleep safe.
No, because
What'd you say, though, before
in
you said
Avatar, they said on God's green earth, there is no force greater than the United States Army. And that's a fact.
Turn that nigga up.
Chuck said he didn't like Avatar, but that was the one Joan that
No,
he took
because that was
away
the truth.
and actually told to me.
No,
I don't know who that was.
Right.
Mother
That
Nature,
ain't
no.
music, soul
You
child,
guys,
nigga,
well,
what
the
you
thing
doing?
is, guys, you guys need to have more. You guys are like quasi-political.
Fuck you.
Okay, I didn't mean,
We never fought a war.
I didn't mean to feel, you know.
Quasi what?
I just
You
said.
didn't hurt no feelings over
Quasi
there.
political because of
I'm
what?
no political.
Okay, well, I just said what I.
Quasi-political
This is an alternate line of thought.
I have no
Then
opinion
speak
about
your mouth
politics.
then, nigga.
This is a lot. You guys are giving me a lot.
This your lifestyle?
Do this shit, nigga.
Episode 122, man. We out of here, man.
I do this shit.
Hey, y'all stay by the chug, man. He'll be back in 3 months, man. That nigga came and blessed us. He like a yogi from the mountain. Like that nigga just come down from the mountain and say some, hey, y'all ain't liberals. Y'all
I want
wacky.
to be on camera.
Hey.
But he gonna show all this shit.
You wacky
gonna show
liberals.
Everything.
Y'all ain't.
Horrible.
Hey, that nigga was like, I stayed away from my family so you could be close to yours type
Right,
shit.
right. And you better respect me.
Uh,
So you don't get on camera.
Duh. No doubt, though. We respect your service, man. All the time. Shout out to Chubb, man. That guy. A soldier, man. Speaking of shit, we know intangible. I know an American soldier.
Soldier story. There it is. You're welcome. You're welcome.
My lifestyle.
Your lifestyle.
Top of the mountain, whipping on clouds and niggas still beginning. Still screaming for the other side. Fuck the nigga. I'm around.
You can't even hear it.